You're alive.
Do it. All right, so welcome back again to Dresden Files Accelerated. This is episode 10. It's Odins-day. And we've got our three intrepid heroes here. Redicus, the private investigator. Got Thomas, the medical examiner. And we've got Malcolm, the comic book shop-owning superhero. Last time on Dresden Files, we had you guys find out that Lucian King, the Diablos leader, had taken over Maul, a werewolf, kicked his spirit out, and Maul's spirit was being transported via southbound train to hell. And you guys got Katie Holmes and the Maulers together and went into the Dimosine to basically Old West style jump on the train and get Maul back, which you guys did successfully. And then Katie put him into a spike, and you guys went to the mall where the Maulers hang out. And you fought Lucian and stuck the spike in his chest, hammered it in, kicked Lucian's spirit out, destroyed Lucian's spirit, and then saved Maul, the werewolf, who then said, hey, if you ever need my lawyer services, just call. So today on episode 10, it's a Wednesday, but we're calling it Odins-day. Our giant Raven camera is flying over the city, and it goes down to Midtown, actually just a couple blocks away from Trinity Solutions office. And it flies alongside, down at street level, a lady in her car. She's a brunette, pretty young, maybe in her early 30s, and she's wearing a lab coat. And she's driving down the street, and she seems extremely chipper and excited. She's obviously headed into work. And she keeps saying, today's the day. Today is the day. Today is the day. And she pulls into the parking lot at New World Tech Lab number 404. And the Raven alights on a fence nearby and watches her get out of the car and walk over to the back door where she scans a key card on a lanyard and lets herself in. But right before the door closes, she remembers and picks something up out of a bag. She takes the bag off her back, reaches in the bag, and pulls out a .45 caliber pistol. And she says, today's the day. And she cocks the pistol and heads inside New World Tech Lab 404. The Raven takes off from the fence and heads on over to Malcolm's apartment, where, Malcolm, what are you doing in the morning? What's your morning routine now?
I imagine I'm sleeping in. It's been how long has it been since we fought Maul?
Since you fought Maul,
It was last night, right?
Yeah, that was last night.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. That beat the shit out of me. I lost an eye.
You did look real scruffed up after that fight.
Yep, I'm doing the old Odin sleep, which lets me heal faster.
Okay. All right, so you sleeping in means that you miss Beth and Katie as they leave for their morning coffee, and they actually come back probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock with coffee and donuts for you. But whenever you actually want to wake up, it's up to you. We can move on to Thomas. What are you doing in the mornings?
We found some pretty interesting stuff out about my wife and family, so we are over coffee, like hush, trying to not to wake up our 7-year-old child, who is somehow a like has lineage back thousands of years and is going to be the only child we ever had, and her mother was a special thing, and I'm now like halfway. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not wholly the board of directors, but they know a lot about a lot of things, and we're just trying to put two and two together and see where our lives are.
Okay. So you're talking to your wife, Rachel, right?
Yes.
I knew this. Okay. Sitting there at coffee, and yeah, her mind is kind of blown about all of this. It's a lot to take in really quickly. The word scion, she has to like look up in the dictionary, and it's pretty close to what's going on with her. So just to remind everybody, Rachel and Rebecca O'Malley are direct lineage descendants from the Imperial House of Japan, which is, it stretches back to like 660 BCE, and they're probably, I mean, if anything happens to either one of them, like that's the end of the line. But there's something about their blood that is super special in the supernatural world, which the board of directors kind of told you or hinted at. But yeah, there's definitely something special about this line, and the other super important line that's here in Detroit is actually the mayor and the mayor's son, Quimby. So what do you want to do? Should we just get out of here? Should we put a bomb shelter in the backyard? What do you think we should do?
I mean, I've gotten pretty adept with this sword and holy armor, and your grandfather used the same armor to protect your, I guess, mom and grandmother. I'm comfortable here. Or I don't like Rebecca. Like, we can't just drop this on her, but I don't know if she like deserves to know. Like, that's such a tough age.
Yeah, I don't want to, the world right now is crazy. Adding to this, I don't want her to like freak out, but I don't know, maybe she could handle it too. I'm not handling it very well. I'm her mom, so
You're also special, and like you guys saw a gnome giganticized squirrels, and that was okay. I guess no, you're like ridiculously. I'm here for you, whatever you need. I haven't done this, but I have these glasses that kind of let you see in a different spectrum. Can we prick your finger and I look at your blood? Like, maybe that's going to give us a view. Also, you should probably keep these glasses just so when people answer the door, you know who you're talking to.
yeah, I get that's a really good idea. That way I'm not like surprised. Is it the FedEx guy, or is it the guy that's gonna blast me with something? Okay, but yeah, you wanna cut me, make me bleed, and you're gonna look at the blood. I get it. It could be magic. Yeah, and she gets a pair of scissors from the knife rack and pricks her finger with them, and you look at it through the lenses of your sunglasses, and yeah, sure enough, there is stirrings of some, like, it's a deep gold in the sunglasses, little light that's inside of her blood. You wouldn't see it unless she was bleeding.
Look at this. This is wild. You don't get cut very often, do you?
No, I've always been pretty quick to heal. This is. You said my mom might know about this. I don't know why she hasn't said anything to me. Like, why keep me in the dark all this time? I should call her. I don't know what you're like meta what your relationship is with your mother-in-law, but do you want to be a part of that conversation?
No, I mean you guys have your own special relations. Like I don't need to be there. She always tells me to sit up straight.
Very proper. You know, she loves you. She wouldn't say that. She wouldn't try to help you if she didn't love you.
Of course, but just like the last time she hit me with a spoon on my knuckles, I was just hungry. I just needed a sip of water. She hadn't sat down yet. That's a little bit too strict for my taste.
I get it. Yeah, she's old school. But I'm going to go ahead and call her. Can you get Rebecca ready for school and maybe take her?
Yeah, I'll drop her off. No problem.
Thanks. She gives you a little pat on the cheek. And yeah, you get Rebecca ready. Do you say anything to her, like on the way to school or anything? Talk to her about this?
No, but I talked to her about being safe, and that like she keeps looking at me like, "Dad, stop!"
Yeah, she also compliments your current dress code. You've been wearing that armor a lot. She kind of likes it.
Armor plus a bow tie, like it does. It matches really well, doesn't it?
It sure does. So yeah, she appreciates the ride to school, and she gives you a peck on the cheek, and she gets out of the car. She's swarmed by other friends, and they go off into the school.
I scream, "I love you!" as loudly and as obnoxiously as I can out the window.
She turns around and waves and smiles.
Yes, I still have another day. One of these days, she's gonna hate it.
Yeah, but don't look forward to that. Look forward, I appreciate the time you've got.
Yeah. The next time I'm gonna ride on my skull motorcycle, it's gonna be awesome.
Redicus, what do you do in the mornings? Especially a morning after you fought a werewolf spirit trained thing.
I mean, Redicus would be just getting back. After the events of yesterday evening, he would have found himself a nice bar, had a few drinks, found the comfort of a nice woman, and then left before sunrise so he could get back home. So as the sun's coming up, he'd just be getting home.
Do you leave money on the dresser when you leave?
Only if she asked for it.
All right.
Sex work's real work. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you walk back in after the sun comes up, right?
Yeah.
Haven't really. Yeah. All right. So you come in and Trump is there, the little Baku. He's been hanging out, and it seems like the place is a little cleaner. Maybe he's gone around vacuuming. You don't know. This thing's weird.
It's like having a dog and a cat, and yeah, all in one. It's cool. I like it. I wish I could. I can't remember if I can talk to this thing. I don't think I can though.
It understands you, and it can toot back to you in code.
So yeah, just say hi, get a little pat on the head, go make some actual coffee. I've had enough of the special blend for this particular evening.
Okay. A fresh pot of coffee, and Trump comes up and shoulder knocks into you the only way that a cat can, but it does pretty well for a Bobkin. And as you're drinking your morning coffee, you got a sinking feeling in your stomach. Maybe it's the fresh coffee. Maybe it's the thought that, man, does Soldier of Fortune still have that kid? The mayor's son. And what is the next course of action going to be to deal with that? Are you just going to leave it? The Soldier of Fortune's kind of been an ally, and he assured you that James is okay. But how do you feel about Mammon, the son of the devil, stealing the mayor's son?
I think from a moral perspective, we're probably going to have to go down there and get that kid. I mean, not probably. We're almost certainly going to have to. And I'm relatively certain Malcolm's going to agree with me when I say we can't just leave him down there. So, I've kind of already accepted that that's a thing. If I have any mixed feelings about it, it's about, knowing that the Soldier of Fortune is the son of the devil. It's going to leave me with some mixed feelings. Because you're right, he has helped us out from time to time. And he's mostly been a force for good, which seems odd. But now that I'm examining all the things along the way, I'm seeing the little areas in which it really only benefited him.
Yeah, it was pretty selfish, to say the least. But he has come through for you guys when you called him. So,
Yeah.
Like
I said, there's a little bit of mixed feelings, but that's not going to... in my mind, it's... Redicus is going to say, at the end of the day, I have to do the right thing. That's what I base my whole, image and ideals on. We're going to have to do something about this. The question is what and how.
Right. Yeah, so I think it would be prudent to get everybody together and have a conversation. There are other things to talk about too, like answering the board of directors. And Uncle Dagon is out there somewhere. He sent you a bomb yesterday. So
Oh, yeah, I got to give him this bomb back.
Yeah, that's true too. And you've got maybe to protect these ancient lineages too. There's something maybe behind that. So, yeah. What's your next course of action?
I think it might be worth talking to Beth and company about getting my office warded.
Oh, yeah, that's a damn good idea.
I think that'll be my next phone call.
All right. You would actually hit her up when her and Katie are picking up donuts. So would you like some?
Yeah.
She offers to bring you some.
These are Dr. Donuts.
These are Dr. Donuts. They unfortunately come from the franchise that's downtown because the one that's closest to you guys has been boarded up for 4 days.
That is lame. That guy really knew how to make donuts.
It's the same recipe on these.
Oh, they're still cooked in cocaine.
Yeah.
Okay. Deep fried in THC oil.
Right.
All right, right on.
They're beautiful donuts.
Yep. I feel like the smell of fresh coffee and donuts will wake Malcolm.
Okay. And you guys will be able to meet up pretty quickly once everybody has donuts and coffee. And Thomas, where did you go after you dropped off Rebecca? Would you have gone to the hospital?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay.
I'd show up right when the donut showed up.
Exactly where you're needed.
Exactly when he's needed. That's good. That's good.
It's good to have that kind of timing.
All right. Sorry, I'm trying to import Maul's stuff. Where are you? Here you are. Custom, browse local. Go to the place that I need you to.
I thought you had made a map for Maul's apartments since we spend so much time in there.
You know what? We probably should at some point. That's not the right one, man. What the hell?
That's not me. It's not even this game. Although I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to use those approaches.
That'd be pretty sweet, wouldn't it?
Yeah, your lowest one is about 4 higher than legally allowed.
Legally allowed.
How do you have everything at 11 and 12? That is such bullshit.
What are you talking about?
He's talking about my fucking traveler character.
Fucking cheating ass stats. So
I'm not cheating. I rolled that.
Uh-huh.
I don't. Where are you looking at it? Oh, I see it. I see it. There we go.
Mole has 112 and it's in social. I think my highest after that is a 9, and then everything else is 7 and 5.
Weren't you there when he rolled it? I thought you guys rolled your characters at the same time. You totally did. It says right there, Maulhammer.
Bullshit. I'm still calling shenanigans. I didn't realize it was that good.
I told you I should have been the leader.
Fuck you.
It was Maul's turn.
Yeah, that's true. right, but yeah, we should build an apartment eventually. But you can, I think, get the girls to do the wards. It just takes them a little bit of time, maybe a couple hours to set up the base wards. And they can start on that immediately. But what kind of conversations do you guys want to have together?
Well, first to be like, hey Thomas, family okay? You know, you guys have your conversation. How's that? How you feeling about all that? That was a pretty big deal.
My girl still doesn't know. My wife is calling her mom, trying to figure out why she didn't tell her. Also, my wife's blood looks wild underneath these. Oh man, my glasses! I left them with her. But it's okay. I don't know if she can. Who knows what's going to go on? She can handle herself. She's got it. But yeah, it's nice that I married into a good family.
Yeah, hey Thomas, you should probably not eat any more of the white powdered donuts.
What are you talking about? These things are amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't think they're affecting us at all. But have you heard him talk? I had to slow him down in my head to understand what he was saying.
All right, then. I mean, you're just a big old smart guy. Sorry I had to talk so slow. I'll slow my thoughts down for you. But are we going to go back into hell? I guess we never made it all the way to hell. Can my holy armor go into hell? There's so many questions.
I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah, so the guy said he was safe with him. Who is he protecting him from? Like, is there somebody worse than a demon?
My guess is that he wants to corrupt the kid himself, for one. He's protecting him or using that as his excuse because the kid's been kidnapped twice since he started protecting him. So he's claiming that he's protecting him from, everything else. He has been kidnapped twice. I mean, that's a valid point. I'm not saying this is the correct way to deal with it. Kidnapping him a third time.
Are you saying we should kidnap him?
No, I'm saying we should return him home.
Do we know the mayor well enough? Can we call the mayor?
Yeah, you could probably call him.
Yeah, he gave us a key to the city, so I mean, technically we can call him whenever we want.
You guys are superhero status at this point, so... But yeah, you'd have a direct line to the mayor.
Does he know how important everything is? How his son is?
Do you want to ask him?
Do we want to ask him? That's a huge drop if you're not in the know.
Yeah, do you want to ask the board of directors if James Quimby, the mayor, knows about his lineage?
Oh, see, that's a smart way to do it.
Check
was
with
good.
them, maybe.
Yeah. Check in with the board of directors, or just have me go check in with them? See if he knows.
That works.
See if they know how to get into hell quickly.
Those guys kind of seemed like posers, no offense.
Yeah.
They had some knowledge.
Yeah, I'm not saying they didn't know some things. I'm just saying they were they didn't seem super useful.
I mean, splitting someone's face with a hammer isn't the only useful trait.
No, that's why swords and bullets, dick justice. That's why those exist. I'm
Holy water.
holy water. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do.
Well, let me go talk to them. If you guys want to come, or if you guys are gonna do some prep work for breaking into hell.
And you can also just call Frank of the board of directors.
I'll just give him a call. All right, let me get him up on the phone.
Yeah, tell him we got donuts.
All right, I found Frank's number here. Frank.
Hey, Tom. How's it going?
Not too bad. We're having a little morning donut breakfast. We're about to call Mayor Quimby. Is he in the know?
Oh, Tom, no. Quimby doesn't know. So usually you don't want to tell the scions because it's a lot of pressure. But I guess is he in danger? Maybe we should tell him if you think do you know something?
He's all right. He's not in danger.
Okay, well, the way you say that makes me think that maybe. What about his son? Is Junior in trouble?
He's currently under protection.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So, yeah, I wouldn't tell Quimby anything, but like, whew, you know, if he's in danger, you should probably say something or, you know, do something about it because we can't lose him.
Can't lose him. Can't lose the son.
Yeah, that would be catastrophic. But while I've got you on the phone here, I'm going to slide you a PDF. If you could sign it for me and send it back. We're going to do it's just a press release, and it should come in handy here soon.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Let me take a look at it. It's nice catching up.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, Tom. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
So you take a look at that PDF, and it's a release of information request from the press about Tammy's, the first witch's toxicology report. The board of directors has edited her toxicology report to include a chemical called HBGB, and they say that in the report that HBGB can cause delusions and make people see shit, go crazy. So they're using this as a I don't know, some sort of smokescreen maybe.
It's a new drug to cover all of the weird sightings that people have been seeing.
Yeah, it looks like the board of directors is needing you to sign off on this so they can send it out to the press.
And Beth, her ex-roommate and best friend, is here right now as I'm looking over this.
Yes. And you know for a fact that she wasn't on any drugs. She was possessed.
I mean, sold your soul to the... She did. She willingly sold it. Not sold it, but willingly accepted a demon.
For money.
For money.
She was desperate.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm going to sign it, but then I'm going to look over at Beth and have her come over here and tell her before it goes big in public. I'm going to say they're going to do a big smoke screen thing. They're trying to keep people in the dark, which I don't know if I agree with or not, but they pay my checks right now.
Well, you work for some really shitty people. Why can't they just be honest? Like, Tammy didn't take drugs. Like, what is this? It's disgusting.
I wanted to give you a heads up. You know it's not true. But also, you know, the rest of the world probably isn't ready to accept necromancy witches just in the public right now. I don't know. Give them another couple of weeks. Also, we can take a copy of this and we might bring down the board of directors. Man, that'd be a fun turn on my bosses.
You'd lose your job.
Yeah, but I mean, in the new world where I'm like a holy knight and trying to save Zions, that's a pretty... I don't know how important jobs are nowadays.
Didn't you recently just make $666,000? You should take a couple, weeks off.
Split a couple of different ways. Split 3 ways.
That was
it was 2 million. It was split 3 ways.
yeah, 2 million.
So,
Dude, we have money.
Yeah, you guys have lots of money.
Oh, we gotta go see Harold.
Yeah, we don't need to work any more money.
You guys also took almost all the gold out of the Diablo's camp, the Hell Gold, and have been transferring it via Harold. He's been money laundering for you. There's probably a huge pot of money sitting over at Harold's.
Right.
Also, I don't know why you think you need to shop at Harold's with money. He doesn't seem to care about money. I'm just pointing that out.
Not for you guys. You're his best friends.
Look, when I go somewhere to get something that I want, I feel like I should at least have money on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't just show up with empty hands, even if you know he's going to give it to you.
You do know that all this stuff he's given us is totally going to come with a catch at some point. Like, he's going to need a favor. It's going to be a big one. Of course, we're about to go into hell to rescue a kid, so how big could the favor possibly be compared to that?
Good point. What's he gonna have you do?
Yeah, it's not like he's going to suck us into another dimension/timeline and have us join some organization to fight evil or something.
Yeah, he would never have you do that. Titan.
Fart in some trombone mouthpieces.
Now that was a pretty good prank.
Anyway, we should probably go see Harold to see if there's a way to get into hell. But I feel like if anybody was to know, it'd be Harold.
Pretty sure I accomplished that single-handedly last night.
Oh, what'd you figure out?
Oh, I didn't figure anything out, just how to get into hell. Good at it.
Without dying?
It was a joke.
Oh,
Because I'm going to go to hell. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I got you. I'm tired. I don't know what you want from me.
I mean, Harry Buttocks was going to hell.
He was on his way.
What do we do with him?
He's in a donut.
Oh my goodness! Everybody freeze!
I think you fed him to somebody already.
I thought we were going to feed him to his partner.
Yeah, you fed him to his partner. I'm pretty sure that's what's happened.
I don't think we made that decision yet, because we knew that was going to be fucked up.
Alright, well, we can talk about that. Are you guys headed to Harold's? Do you want to gear up? Just talk things out still? You also have Atticus. I don't think we've invited him to the scene yet, but he's there.
Well, I didn't want to eat donuts in front of him. He can't eat them anymore.
You know, there's a lot of things that he can't do. It's all very upsetting.
Hold up. I got this covered. I'd like to walk over to the photocopier, make a copy, scan the donut, and then hand it to the ghost.
Oh, thanks, man. Like I could bring up a donut on the screen here, and I appreciate the thought. That was nice of you.
See, problem solved.
All right, well, let's move on to Harold's then. Trying to figure out where it is. All right, a few blocks away. Damn, I lost my pen. That's okay. A few blocks away, you guys arrive at Harold's place. It's called Need Stuff. As you're walking up, there's a couple that is leaving. They've got like this crazy looking contraption in their hands, and the lady is whispering quietly, and she's saying, I can't wait to go home, and you're going to shove this in my... And they walk away as you walk in. Ding! All right, let's bring you inside. Malcolm. Victor. Thomas. All right, there is a Kevin in the Kevin cloner as you walk in, and the giant unnamed tentacle monster is slowly rolling its tentacles out of the porthole in the wall. Harold's behind the counter, and Hopper the Goblin's over here. He's got his Beats headphones on, and he's rapping some Linkin Park today. Harold says, hey, boys, how's it going? Haven't seen you in a while.
Yep. You remember how you told us you didn't like the Soldier of Fortune?
Yep, I told you that he was a Mammon. I told you he was Mammon.
I don't know if you told us that much. But I know you told us he was bad. Like, hell bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we
agree with you.
you were right.
I know.
He kidnapped the Quimby kid.
The mayor's kid?
Yep. He's keeping him in hell where it's safe.
That's a terrible place for a kid. You know, it's kind of oxymoronic too. You don't keep a kid in hell.
Yep.
To keep him safe.
I think we can agree on that. That's pretty easy.
You sure the kid's still alive?
Yeah, talk to him. Doing well.
Okay. Well, so you going in after him?
Seems so. Seems like that's what we're gonna have to do, yeah.
Have you tried to bring him out? Like get Mammon to come out here with the kid?
We have not tried that. He seemed to make it clear that he wasn't gonna do that. Seemed pretty set on staying there where it was safe.
If I'm trying to draw somebody out of their citadel, so to speak, I'd start attacking things that they like up here. I mean, what's he got up here? You could take it, maybe, or break it, you know?
Pretty much, he's got his company that I know about.
Secretary. Sure.
Yep, there's the secretary.
Yeah, it's money, casinos, secretary.
He made us go get a kid, and they paid us a bunch of money to kill his parents. Or old parents.
No, he paid us to resolve the situation. We just happened to decide that resolution was to kill them. We're not hitmen.
I mean, it sounds like if you guys wanted to go down there, you'd basically have to assault or sneak into the literal citadel in hell, because that's where Mammon would be. It seems like it might be easier to draw him out, but if you wanted to go that route, you could use the chalk in the right spot, create a way, and go to hell. You just have to find the corresponding spot here. So if, you know, hell is a nasty wasteland full of radiation and heat, that's kind of what you have to find up here to draw your circle on.
Wouldn't we just go to his tower, and that would be his citadel in the other world?
That's an option too. That's a damn good plan.
That would just put us right in the...
That would put you inside his citadel. But, and you know what? Who knows where in the citadel too. If you're going to do that, I would pick, like, does he have a wet bar in his tower?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stand on that side of the room rather than, or the bathroom. That'll get you in there, maybe into a spot where not many people are. But don't do it at the front door. You know what I'm saying? That'll get you to the front door.
Yeah, no, we'd go all the way into the, tell them we had a meeting at the top.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, use the chalk. You got other things, too. I gave you a little stopwatch. And I gave you the thread. You could go to hell. What else do you need? I mean, like, I got guns. I got tools. I got rope.
What about fireproofing our gear? Isn't there a lot of fire in hell?
There's a lot of hellfire.
Yeah, fire seems like I would be. Yeah, I got hit by fire. It hurt. I lost an eye.
I kind of like the idea of drawing him out, but I don't think he's going to bring the kid with him.
Yeah.
I'm also not certain we can kill him.
Well, have you seen him get hit yet?
No. Not that I can remember.
Yeah, that could be a bad thing. And this is also, I got to point out, like right now, you're not his enemy. You fuck with him, he's probably going to turn on you, and I don't know if you want that to happen.
No, we don't. But we got to get the kid back, right?
That's what you guys are talking about. I don't see the problem. If the kid's safe, the kid's still alive. No, I do see the problem. You don't want a kid in hell. Like that's a terrible place for a kid.
He's a special kid, though.
What makes him special?
Hey, just interrupt here for a second. Could you make us look like Uncle Dagon and his crew? Like, to the point where it would pass muster with, Soldier of Fortune?
Probably from afar. I don't know about how up close you could look, but like, yeah, I got these changey uniform things. We could tweak it and make it work. You could look like a mook if you wanted to.
So, just, hear me out for a second. We do all this, but we disguise ourselves as Dagon's crew, and two problems fix themselves.
He killed Dagon.
No, Uncle Dagon. One that...
He killed him.
Yeah, Dagon came back, though. He sent a bomb, at least, to Redicus.
Yes.
Yesterday morning.
He's a loose end.
Okay, I got you.
He's still a loose end, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it'll definitely work, but, it's a thought.
I like the idea of two warring factions within hell.
Right?
So,
it's a hell of a lot better than Soldier of Fortune coming after us.
Yeah. I got this. So we dress up like Dagon and his crew, and then we go in and we smash up his tower. On this
plane, and then he comes out of hell to go after Dagon and his crew, and we go into hell to get the kid.
I mean, he might take the kid out of hell with him. He's probably not gonna just leave him in hell all by himself. But we could get him on this side of we could draw him out that way.
I like it. It was partially my plan.
I mean, alternatively, we could get the goblin and a couple of the ghouls to dress up like Dagon and his crew. Blitz in, blitz out, and then we can just keep an eye on the place.
Yeah, but where would we ever find a goblin who'd be willing to do that?
Look around. There's usually one around here. Where's what's his name?
Yeah, Hopper, he's got his headphones on. He's singing, it doesn't even matter, I tried so hard, and then he looks at you, and he realizes that you're looking at him, and he takes his Beats headphones off, and he goes, what? What's up?
You wanna pretend to be a demon and go rough up some places?
Pretend to be a demon and rough up some places? He kind of leans over and looks at Harold. He makes eye contact with Harold. Harold's like, and kind of shrugs. And then Hopper goes, you're gonna have to explain. And he sits up on the stove that's over here. He puts his headphones down. He goes, all right, what kind of demon? How am I looking like a demon? What's up?
We're gonna dress you up like Uncle Dagon. We're gonna dress up a couple of you got friends, right? The ghoul friends. You're one of the ghoul kids, right?
I can call some people. Harold knows some people too. We could bring some Kevins.
Ooh.
Oh my God! Yes.
Hold up. How do you, just bear with me. How do you keep them? Can we not let them talk? I feel like that could be detrimental to their ability to look menacing and demon-like.
Yeah, because Demon walks up and says, "Hi, how can I help you today?"
I tell you what. Why don't we do this? We'll sew their mouths shut and then put a red demon mask on them. That would work, right?
I mean, let's try it. We can try anything.
They don't have to do much. I mean, you're really just going to go in, smash up the place, and we don't really want to hurt anyone, right? And I think you can handle that. We're trying to draw out Soldier of Fortune.
Okay, hold on. So, I dress as Dagon, and the Kevin's dress as Mooks.
Yep.
We attack. What?
You go into the Noel Kasem's tower.
We attack Kasem Tower.
Yes. Just kind of tear things up, do some damage, take the power out, toss some people around. Don't hurt anybody, like permanent hurt them, but rough them up a little bit.
Okay, and then what do you guys do?
We're gonna watch, and when he shows up to apprehend you, where you're gonna get away. That's your biggest job. You have to get away, and he'll go after the guy he thinks is you.
Okay, so I beat shit up until he shows up, and then I bounce, right?
You probably should beat shit up and bounce before he shows up, because he is the Soldier of Fortune. He doesn't really take prisoners.
Hold on, Kasem's Tower. It's summoned Soldier of Fortune. This is news. Hold on, are you saying they're the same guy?
Yeah.
Did you already know that?
I kind of thought you knew that already.
No, I didn't know that. I've had my headphones on for a while.
Same guy.
Okay,
Also,
so go ahead. Sorry.
No, I just realized I didn't want to tell you that, so I'm good.
You didn't want to tell me what?
It's okay. I was going to interrupt him anyway, so you can keep going.
Well, what didn't you want to tell me?
Nothing.
Is this dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous. She'll be fine.
Hopper, when have we ever asked you to do something that wasn't dangerous?
This just all sounds. I don't know if I can do this, guys.
Well, I definitely think you can do it. I'm more worried. I just need you to survive it. It'd be awful if your death was on my conscience.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. There's security at Kasem's Tower, and I'm taking some Kevins. Why don't you guys come with me?
You can get the Kevins killed.
How many Kevins can I bring?
I look over at Harold. How many can he bring?
Well, the loner can make how many? Maybe 10, 20?
If it make you feel any better, there, Hopper, I could be watching you do this through the scope of a sniper rifle, and if things get really hairy, I can help you out a little bit.
What, are you gonna shoot me if things go bad?
No, how would that help you?
It depends on how bad they get. But I was really talking about, keeping security off your back.
So here's what I'm thinking. First off, Uncle Dagon would never go into the battle. He'd be standing kind of at the back. People would see him, but then he'd be gone. All right. After that, you just got to direct the mooks to go damage things. Hey, you said you got a gene, a cloner that clones the Kevins. Can you manipulate that any?
Ooh, Mook Kevins.
Yeah,
I thought we were already making Mook Kevins.
Yeah, but
yeah.
He means really Mook Kevins.
Can it look like mooks without prosthesis? Maybe take away their voice box and give them red skin and demon horns.
All right, we can figure that out. Let's see here.
Then we can just have just let them run loose.
So Harold gets cranking up on the Kevin cloner and pops out 10 of these guys. and they step out and they wanted to say, "Hello, how can I help you today?" But they can't. So you sewn their mouths shut.
It took away their voice boxes, since
Took
these
away
are
their voice boxes.
these ones are genetically modified.
They look good. They
Yep.
got spiky hair like Kevin.
Yep. All right, that's the mooks. I'd like to address them. I know you're all wanting to know how you can help me today. I assume they all look at me and just nod their heads.
Yes.
All right. What I'm going to ask of you today is going to be very hard. I need you, in order to help me, I need you to go to Kasem Tower and just start wrecking the place. I need you to tear it down. I need you to give your all. Take that building down. In any way possible. Can you do that for me?
They nod their heads, but a little slower than you would appreciate.
We're saving a child, boys.
They nod a little bit more emphatically. Shit, I didn't want that one.
All right, let's get Hopper dressed up like Dagon, and Hopper, you're pretty much going to turn him loose and leave. You know, make your appearance. You walk in. You say, in your best Dagon impersonation, that this won't be the last you see of me, and then leave. All right, and then Kevin's, you're going to stay. You're going to destroy everything you destroy. Yeah, what we're looking at, boys, is how to make the most damage, the most expensive damage. Whoever breaks the most expensive thing, I will personally buy you a dozen Dr. Donuts.
They have no idea what Dr. Donuts are, but
I'd like to pull out a I'd like to pull a donut out of my pocket.
all right. Is it the donut?
Yes.
Kevin steps forward to take the hairy buttocks donut.
I give it to him.
Kevin doesn't have a voice box, but he does have a mouth. And he opens it wide and shoves the hairy buttocks donut into his mouth and takes a couple bites. And then his facial expression changes. And you see the opened mouth look that hairy buttocks usually gives you when he's out of breath and wondering what's going on.
He's in shape now.
He is very confused.
Still
This is
no no voice box.
Yeah, he can't talk, but he's now a hairy buttocks Kevin Mook.
Should have thought of this sooner. We could have just cloned a body for it.
Oh yeah, shove him in a Kevin?
Yeah.
Oh, you kind of did.
Yep.
So I definitely want that sniper rifle now because I gotta make sure that one doesn't make it.
All right, Kevins, you have your instructions. Hopper, you ready?
Hopper, he goes, you know what, I'd feel better if I had a bulletproof vest. And he comes over here and Harold hands him a bulletproof vest. And then he takes an actual gun from this rack. And he goes, all right, I think we got this. Come on, Kevin Mooks. And they go out the front door. And they're gone maybe 30 seconds when there's this massive shudder from outside. A bunch of car alarms go off. And then there's the power just gets cut inside Harold's shop. Now, Harold's shop has a backup generator that's probably powered by this big fucking tentacle thing over here. So after a couple seconds, the power comes back on. But Harold's like, what the fuck was that? And then you hear another big boom and a shudder coming from outside.
I'm gonna go look outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk out to the door and see what's outside.
All right. Let's get you outside. As you exit the doors, you hear police sirens and more booms. And let's see here. Let's pack this one up. All right, so you peek your head out, and it's fucking chaos outside. You guys are on the street here. Let me move your tokens back. Huh? Let's say you're down here. Perfect. All right, so you guys come out of Need Stuff, and you look down the street. Oh, and like, there's fucking snow on the ground. There's like the sky is different. Inside of a bubble, you guys are like standing in. The air around you is frozen. There's a big fucking tree that's down to the north of you guys. And also to the north of you, you guys see this massive fucking figure stomp out from behind a building. It's a frost giant. It's got two glowing blue axes. And these cop cars have stopped here, and the police have gotten out of the cars, and they're shooting at the frost giant. He's kicked over a bus. There's people inside of it. He's frozen some shit down here. But you guys come out of Need Stuff, and there's just ice and snow, and it looks like what was just New Detroit a couple seconds ago has now completely been encased and morphed with another plane of existence. Maybe somewhere that this frost giant is actually from.
Is this part of the new reality?
What?
Guys,
What?
guys, it's still new to me. 10 days. Never seen a giant with blue glowing axes.
That's a frost giant.
It's probably weak to fire. We should probably get some flamethrowers.
Lightning, actually. They don't like lightning.
Oh, I imagine they wouldn't.
Can I throw a lightning bolt at it?
You can try anything.
All right, I'm going to throw a lightning bolt at it.
All right. How?
With the hammer.
Okay. I just wanted you to explain it a little bit better.
Oh, yeah, I activate a rune on the hammer, spin it around, and release.
All right, sweet. Give me some sort of roll. Can you do a forceful? You just spun it really forcefully?
It's a rune.
Okay.
It's one of the runes I have. Remember, I have strike like lightning. I use flare.
Okay. Flare. I like it.
He's got to rub the rune really hard, so it's force.
Jeez. All right, so we have 2, 6, 5.
A 5. All right. So this lightning bolt lances out of Malcolm's hammer, and it scurries its way and zigzags down the street over the heads of the police officers and into the frost giant, who then roars. I mean, it burns this frost giant, but the frost giant just turns, roars, and uses his massive fucking frost axe to just completely scalp this building. And it just blows apart in dust and glass, shatters everywhere. This frost giant turns and he looks directly at you guys and starts stomping his way down the street. And everything that he stomps on just completely gets crushed. This police car that's under a block of ice just gets towed upon. And this black car here just gets smashed to the ground as he stomps forward towards these cops. All right, what do you guys want to do?
Towards him, and I'm doing my imitation of a berserker roar.
Okay.
And I'll throw another lightning bolt at him when I get another turn.
Yep. Victor and Thomas, what do you guys want to do?
I'm not as excited, but I'm going to take a step towards him. I'm patting my sides, and I feel Dick Justice, and everything's okay. And then I look up and I go, oh my goodness, this is going to be a bad idea.
Yeah. Victor's staying back. If Victor did grab a sniper rifle, so he's gonna go ahead and start shooting.
Okay, give me a roll for that sniper rifle.
You need to replace these dice.
And Thomas, are you shooting Dick Justice?
Yeah. I've got to aim it up real high, and it's never been aimed this high before.
Comes out to a +3 for focus.
Okay.
I hate to say that I'm using focus, but I got a +4 on my focus.
All right, so yeah, your shots go into the frost giant's skin.
Eyeballs.
They well, no matter where you shot them, they kind of bounce off his blue skin. He's got really thick, tough skin. And you guys have moved forward. You're just staying in the back, right? All right.
I'm just staying back by the entrance. I might actually crack the door open and be like, "Hey, Harold, you got a tank?"
Harold,
Yeah.
he might have a tank. He's gonna have to go find it.
That's just gonna save our ass in a few minutes.
All right, so these police officers, they're shooting at this frost giant. They've just unloaded, like, this is New Detroit. They've got assault weapons. Let's just be real. Riot gear and shit like that. And they are shooting full bore into this frost giant, and it's just pissing him off. So he steps to one side and then sweeps one of his axes down like he's teeing off with a golf club. And he's way back, but he shoots frost out of his axe, and it blossoms out onto those police officers and just freezes them in place. This massive block of ice just completely encases them. Let me move this down.
I'm gonna look at Thomas and say he should be weak to iron. You need to hit him with your sword.
All right. Let's say top of the round is Malcolm. Unless you guys, let's just roll it. I don't think we've rolled anything yet. Let's roll it up.
What stat? Whatever stat we want. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's if you want to go into this forcefully, that's your aspect. Actually, I think with hold on, that's not right. I looked this up. Dresden Files Accelerated. You guys choose who goes next. So if it ends up that all the baddies go at the end, like, you guys have chosen it to be that way. So yeah, who do you want to go first? And then whoever goes chooses who goes next, and so on and so forth. So I've just done the police officers. I guess I could choose somebody, but who do you want it to be?
Malcolm said they need steel, so I put my Dick Justice away, unload my armor. I'm taking a lot of faith that Malcolm is telling me the truth, and I sprint ahead. I vault over this ice. It's a really far run, and I try to chop at his Achilles tendon with my sword.
Okay, good plan.
You should invoke an aspect of surgeon.
I invoke the aspect of surgeon, or no, it's forensic nope, it's not. It's anatomical knowledge. First time I've ever seen this beast, but I assume it's still got an Achilles tendon.
It's got legs.
Shaped like a, yeah.
I got a +5.
All right. So you slash into its Achilles, and its foot is far bigger than any foot that you've encountered before. But you come across its Achilles pretty hard, and it groans in pain, but it looks right at you, straight down, and it's going to try to stomp you.
Can I rush in and block it from doing that?
Yeah, it's your turn. Or
Yeah.
wait, hold on. Who does Thomas want to go next?
The big guy that's gonna save me.
Okay.
I got him looking at me, so I assume now he's gonna get an uppercut with a giant hammer. And I close my eyes, and knowing that that's gonna be the thing that happens.
Let's hope.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna run in and so instead of doing that was not what I meant to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock it.
Tabletop. I want to make it so that I can keep it from being able to hit him.
Keep it from hitting.
Yeah, so if it goes to hit him, I'm going to use my shield, hammer shield, and try to block it for him.
Okay.
The whirlwind.
Okay. So if you're going to protect Thomas with the shield, do you want the frost giant to go ahead and stomp down? And we'll just do his turn?
Yes.
All right. That's how we'll do this. So the frost giant attacks Thomas and gets a 8 with a stomp. Straight up force.
We got a 5.
And then Thomas, do you want to oppose this as well?
Yeah, of course. I don't know how he's magically whirling his way up. I'm gonna whisper to Amithril, use a little holy armor.
Okay.
I got a +3 on that one. Is that a +8 combined?
I think he got a 5, right?
Yeah, I got a 5, so +3 is 8.
Okay. All right. So what he's going to do is, instead of doing any damage, he's going to shove you guys into the rubble of the building. You guys are just at in a weird terrain right now, basically. But he can invoke that if he wanted to. All right, and I think it's Victor. Victor's got to go.
So Victor's. So just metagame. What I heard the GM say is bullets don't hurt this thing.
You also heard Malcolm say you need iron or steel, and you've discussed your rounds before. You should have something with iron filings in it.
Sure.
I don't know if it's got enough range, but
I can get closer if that's a thing. I mean, yeah, I'd have something that's jacketed properly. Okay, let's try that. Let's switch to a special ammunition and invoke my paranormal armor. And I'll go ahead and try to shoot it with, as ironic as this is going to sound, my pistol, because that's what I have bullets for. Paranormal armor gives me +2, but I rolled real shit, so it's a -1. It's a 4.
All right. So yeah, your shots go. I mean, they hit him. His skin is tough. He looks cold. He looks like he's got ice powers, and it looks like even the special bullets you've got for that pistol aren't going to do much. You suddenly remember that Harold had a grenade launcher in the back of his store. He probably's got some other things too, if you wanted to ask him for some bigger, beefier shit.
I was shooting him with a 50 caliber rifle. The grenade launcher's not going to go through if a 50 caliber rifle didn't.
There's other things in there. He's
Okay.
probably got a rocket launcher for all I know.
I shall take the GM's prerogative and run back. I'll go get shit. All the players have gone? Has the Frost Giant gone?
yes, he went.
Yeah, he's stumped.
So does that make it the top of the round?
Yes, we can make it the top of the round.
Okay, Malcolm can go next.
So I'm gonna launch myself out of this rubble, and I'm gonna try to take. So he cut it to Achilles tendon, right?
He cut into his heel. It's definitely damaged him.
All right, I'm gonna go for that knee.
Okay.
Because no matter how big he is, if he can't walk, the problem will solve itself.
Good.
Probably. I'm going to invoke my super strength. Yep.
He's gonna oppose you.
I don't blame him. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
I also got a 7.
All right. Then I'm just going to knock him down then. But no damage.
All right, so he's gonna come down between you hitting him in the same knee that his Achilles was cut at. Like he comes down to that knee. Let's call it his left. Who do you want to go next?
I am going to say, Thomas, you should go next.
So he's down on one knee.
He's down on one knee. He's still about 25 feet tall.
Yep, still huge, still has an axe, still tried to stomp on me.
Climb on his back.
Yeah, Is his knee facing me or his heel facing me?
That's however you want it, man.
Well, I assume that Malcolm flew out of here with like ridiculous superhuman things, hit him and spun him around. So I now see his back. So I'm going to climb up on his heel and I'm going to stab him right in the hammy. And hope that it sticks in hard enough that I can hold on to that.
His hammy, I'm not too familiar. Is that the back of his thigh?
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew that because I'm a doctor. Not because I pulled one when I was in Little League. I got a +7.
Ooh, okay. You stick it in there. You really get it in. You know that you get it in because he howls in pain. And your jab, blood squirts out of the back of his leg. It's cold, like below freezing if it was water. And now that you're on his skin, you feel like he's below freezing as well.
Yep. I have a handful of his little tunic thing and a hand on the hilt of my blade, and I'm trying real hard to wrap my legs around, but his leg is way too big, so I am just in here holding for dear life.
All
right.
We don't have a druid with bare knuckles who could punch through his spongy dick.
Right in the balls.
I got troll dick all over my hands.
Who do you want to go next, Thomas?
The guy who's hopefully getting a rocket launcher and then shooting at me. Yep, go.
Yeah.
It's actually so much worse than that because, Redicus is thinking about it, and he's a frost giant. He runs into the store, and he's like, Harold, I need to kill a frost giant. Do you have an Inferno launcher? It's a rocket launcher that shoots napalm. So much worse.
Harold reaches under the counter and then pulls out an Inferno launcher and hands it to you.
Thanks. Be right back. Let's try this.
What's the range on that thing?
Hell if I know. Good enough to hit it. I'll run as close as you need me to.
I think normal flamethrowers have like a 50 to 70 foot range. I think they're pretty far.
Yeah, this is a rocket launcher that shoots a canister of napalm, but it'd still be relatively short range because it's going to be heavy.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
But it's okay. So, I'll run right up underneath it and shoot up its little kilt. I don't care. I'm gonna point this thing straight at its. I'm gonna shoot this thing straight at its testicles.
All right. So you get up pretty close to him after getting your napalm launcher. Go ahead and roll your shot.
Damn it! I rolled okay that time. 7.
All right. You hit him with this fire, and he bellows in rage and
pain.
And pain.
Yeah, you would too. His nuts are on fire.
His dick is on fire. He's got the Brazilian going on right now.
That smell.
He starts to yell at you guys in Old Norse. I don't think any of you can speak Old Norse.
Malcolm probably can.
He's calling your mom a goat fucker.
I would like to tell him that's rude.
All right, Redicus, after your turn, who do you want to go? Do you want the bad guys, or do you want the police to go?
The police can go.
All right, so the police, after seeing their friends get completely encased in ice right next to them, they're going to come around this side of the building. And they're going to try to go and flank this guy.
I thought they were going to run away, and I was going to be like, that sucks, but also they're very...
Those are the
Probably.
smart police.
Yeah.
They should run away. All right, so after the police, it's the Frost Giant who just took a huge nutsack full of napalm.
His balls are still on fire. Like,
Yeah.
at its infernal gel, it's staying.
His balls are on fire. He doesn't know stop, drop, and roll. He never went through that in
Even
school.
so, strop, drop, and roll wouldn't work. He'd have to pat it out, which would then cause the fire to spread before it was able to go out.
Unless he'd be smacking himself in the balls.
Yes.
So,
And catching his hands on fire.
all right, he's going to try to use magic, frost magic, to ease the burn.
I see.
At the same time, yeah, he's going to basically put his hands about
He's
waist
going to take
level.
an icy piss.
Yeah, that's what he should do. He should just piss all over himself. I like that idea. That's what he's going to do. So he's just going to wet himself with icy pee and try to put the fire out. Let's see if he succeeds.
It's like a yellow snow machine.
Yes, it's very gross for all of you underneath him. It causes him a bunch of pain, and he rolls backwards into this building, destroying a lot of it. This is becoming a real shit show for the people around you.
Yeah, I was just thinking about how happy I am that Harold's store isn't in our neighborhood.
Right. All right, I think it's top of the round, and I'm gonna go ahead and choose Thomas. You got real close to these flames, buddy.
Flames were coming at me. Piss was coming at me. I dropped off at the right time before he rolled through a building, and I'm now looking up the flaming, fiery, pissy skirt of a frost giant, and I've got a sword in my hand, and I don't know. I guess I'm looking at feet.
Gaping butthole.
Yeah. I'm going to hit. Like I see the big old fat bottom of a foot, and I'm going to try to split that from between his third and his fourth toe. I don't know if he has four toes or not, but I'm going to cut off his big toe. That's what I'm looking for.
All right. Slice out his toesies. This little pig goes to market.
It's banking on the rarely known fact that without a big toe, your balance is off forever.
Good point.
I rolled a +3. Apparently, his big toe is huge. It's bigger than a bus. He just
Gonna be enough.
pulled his hangnail out.
He did a service pedicure, and yep, it's not going to be enough. Who do you want to go next?
Now that I'm aiming at his feet, getting his attention, Malcolm's turn to jump on top of him.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump on top of it and start hammering his head.
It's a pretty far climb.
He's laying down now.
He rolled into this building. You're going to
Yeah,
climb up him.
Yeah, he's like a giant ramp now. I'm just going to run up there and just hit him in the face.
I'm tracking. I gotcha. All right, so run up his body.
Yep.
All right, so while you're running up his body, he is going to oppose you.
All right. So we do a roll for running up there.
You're gonna do an attack roll to run up his body and hit him somewhere in his head, right?
All right. Do I get a bonus because he's laying down?
I don't. Yeah. We're gonna make that a bonus, so you'll get a 1 for that.
All right. I'll take it. All right. That is 6.
All right, I got a 4, so that's a shift to 2. You hit me.
Yep.
All right, so you knock some teeth out, and he gives you a bloody, snarling grin. And whose turn do you want it to be?
Thomas. Oh wait, Thomas just went.
Yep, it's Victor then.
Victor. Yeah.
Yeah, so Victor's singing Ring of Fire as he's reloading this rocket launcher and walking up to the because this guy's on his back, right? Like it's.
Yep.
Yeah,
on his back, legs spread.
Yep,
gonna
sure.
That thing in the,
Yep.
That puckered, infected.
Rocket launcher Emina is what I'm going for here.
All right. And those canisters are made of iron, or at least steel.
You just shove it up his ass.
That's an allergic reaction. I
That's-
feel like he's giving me this bloody, toothy grin, and then all of a sudden his eyes go wide.
and he makes a noise. And then he really gets excited because then I pull the trigger +4.
You got +4. All right. Yep, you light him up. He's laying down. You really hit his the leg that's already injured pretty fucking hard. You're melting his skin at this point, and it's blistered and bubbling and boiling underneath the flames of this launcher that you've got. It's doing some real damage to him. He's not happy. Who do you want to go next?
All the players have gone, right?
I believe so, yes.
So it's police or him. We'll let the police go again.
All right, so these cops come up to this bus.
I'm still
They're
singing, by the way.
Okay. They bash in the front of the bus and they start pulling people out of the bus.
Oh, good on them.
Full family of 4. That's what they're working on. Trying to get them out of there. Also, on this turn, you guys... Oh, fuck it. You'll see it. I'm not going to go ahead and hide this. There is a car that is trying to escape from the back of this building. And the building is glowing. The one, you guys can see that, right? The white floaties coming off this building.
That's a negative.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
so the special effects bag, if you're using the everything box, which I'm sure you have, recently all of the FX on that got rehosted.
Gotcha. Sorry. All right. So this New World Technologies Lab 404 is vibrating. It is also, you guys can tell, like distance-wise, the center of the bubble that is 2 planes. And it's got like these crazy waves pulsating out and making this bubble happen. And this car, which was in our intro today, the Ravens saw it, and the lady with the gun and everything, she is running out of the lab. She gets into her car and drives off, and you guys see her escaping this direction. So that's what happens on this turn. And then the Frost Giant goes. He's going to drop an axe and then use the free hand to grab Malcolm, and he's going to try to squeeze you.
I'm gonna oppose that.
I bet you will.
I'm gonna
You got a
use.
5.
I'm gonna use my whirlwind to attempt to keep him from getting his hands on me.
You got a 5.
That's not good. I got a 3.
Okay.
3 from that is 1. Yeah, got 3.
All right. So he's grabbed you with his let's say it's his right hand, and it does 2 damage to you, or 2 stress, whatever you've got open. And now he's got you, so you're gonna have to spend your next round trying to free yourself.
Wait, I have to take 2 damage and he gets to hit me?
No, this was his turn, was to grab you. So
Uh-huh.
he's done 2 damage. He's now got you in a grapple. So your next round, you'll have to try to get free.
So I can't hit him?
After you use your movement, I'm going to make you roll out of there.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and solve that, because that's his turn. The police have gone, so let's start top of the round, technically, with you.
All right.
So if you want to break free, give me a force roll. It's not an attack roll, but a force roll.
Great. That's 3, 4, 7, 8. I got an 8 to break out.
Oh, man. You got a 10 to hold you. I rolled all 4 pluses. All right, you're held fast. You're still in his arms, but you kind of shimmied your arms free. You'll be able to hit him, but you're gonna hit his hand.
Yeah, I'll hit his hand.
Okay.
That's 4, 5 to hit.
All right. So yeah, you give a good chunk of his hand. You just break like a knuckle. Hear it smash underneath your hand. Who do you want to go next?
Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas.
Is he still standing up, or is he still? Like, how high is Malcolm in his grasp?
He's laying
Malcolm.
down.
Yeah, he's kind of laying down. He's leaned back onto the debris of the building, so puts his head still about 25 feet tall, and Malcolm would be 20 feet off the ground.
It's pretty high, but I start climbing. There's a nerve in your hand that prevents you from squeezing. It's kind of right between, it's right at where your elbow is, your funny bone nerve. I'm going to slice that.
Okay.
That's a +7.
Fucking beautiful. All right, you dig into that nerve, and he stops squeezing Malcolm and drops him. He loses all mobility in his fingers. So Malcolm, you are dropped. Thomas, who do you want to go next?
I would like the guy singing to go next.
So, before I... So how much damage does it look like? Like, this is hurting him, but he still grabbed Malcolm. So, obviously, this is not debilitating pain I've put him in.
This is a supernatural being. You've done a lot of damage to him.
Okay, I'm just trying to gauge the effectiveness. Like, should I keep on this course of action is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, you're doing damage.
Okay. Okay, well, then I'm going to continue singing and shooting. Because, you know, ring of fire. Also, it probably smells pretty bad down here, but, you know, I've done worse.
Burning ring of fire.
Where is... Oh, there it is. guys hate me today. All right, so about 3, 6.
All right.
I went to focus this time.
So you hit the inner thigh of his left thigh. His right leg was all fucked up, and now you've burned the other leg. And he's just, I mean, it's instant, like, 3rd and 4th degree burns, right? Or 4th degrees to the bone, so 3rd degree. It's getting into his muscles. You're doing some damage.
As I am doing all this shooting, I'm also looking around for a tow truck.
A tow truck.
Specifically the kind that's got giant steel cables out of the back with heavy winches. It's part of my plan B. I just want to know if there's one there.
Give me a luck roll.
Do we have...
Yeah, got him right here.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. No, probably not. Unless you're doing the lowers better.
Lower's always better.
Oh, well, in which case, yeah, there's totally one there. And it's totally in a position where I could do what I want to do with it.
Right, here's your truck. Where do you want it?
Yeah, that's perfect. Over here, facing to where it's got like a good amount of room it can run away and winch cables in the back. Yeah, I might attach it to something later if Malcolm's in trouble and try to hurt him that way.
Yeah, just to point out, this tree is really here. It's fucking huge. It came in with the other plane and it has fallen across buildings.
Well, then I'll have it facing this way and I'll follow the lady's path out.
Okay, good plan. Who do you want to go next?
We'll let the police officers who are doing the right thing and saving civilians go. I thought they were going to run in and die last time, and they weren't. They were smarter than that, so they totally deserve to live.
Yeah, they saved the family. That's why they were here in the first place. And they back all the way down and try to get out of here. All right. Now it's the Giant's turn. So he doesn't have Malcolm. He doesn't have feeling in his right hand, and he can't grip, so he's not going to pick up that other axe. But you guys are right there next to him. So he is going to stand up and bring his left-handed axe down straight on top of the group of you. But he's basically going to do this big frost AoE. All of you guys can oppose it, because you each need to roll better than a 9.
A 9?
Well, really, it's going to be a 9 versus whatever you roll, and that's the shift that you guys are going to take.
Well, there's no way for me to roll a 9, so...
So hopefully you mitigate some of it.
All right, I got 6.
Okay, so you're going to take a 3.
I also got a 6.
I got a 7.
Nice. Fuck yeah, guys.
I can't possibly roll a 9, but I got a 7.
Alright, so you take 2, and everybody else takes 3, but you guys are basically hit with this massive frost spell, and it makes you extremely cold, and it makes all of these frost crystals jut out of the ground. Here, hopefully I can get this to work. This is a frost block. None of you guys got frozen enough, so you're all free to move, but it did hit you. Alright, and that's his turn, and so now it's going to be top of the round, and I want Thomas to go.
This guy's really cold. I've been covered in sub-zero piss and sub-zero blood, and then he just hit me with a freeze attack, getting kind of upset. I also can't get back up because he stood all the way back up, but I do know where that Achilles tendon was, and I'm going to try to chop through that again. I assume it's as big as like an actual like a car winch. So I know where it is. I'm going right back to it, trying to sneak and dip and dodge behind him.
Okay, good plan. Give me a roll.
I'm gonna find my dice. Oh, here they are. Oh, it was almost a perfect roll. That's a +6.
Awesome. All right, you make contact with his Achilles again, slicing through it, and he goes down again to one knee, like his fucking. Oh, when you do slice into his Achilles, this is the same foot you were attacking before, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you've noticed that like his Achilles has kind of healed up since the last time you've hit it. It's only been what, 30 seconds, maybe less than that. It looks like his heel has healed. But yeah, you slice into it again, and he goes down to one knee yet again.
I'm gonna scream out. I think he's healing.
All right. Is there any lampposts or anything around here that he sheared off?
I'll give you one. Yeah, that's easy enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jam one through the soft tissue in his leg. Maybe that'll keep it from healing.
Okay. So you're gonna grab a sheared off light post and just jam it.
Yeah,
spear
javelin.
it.
Yeah, javelin.
Oh, a javelin, you're gonna throw it.
Yeah, like a javelin. I got super strength.
Okay. Give me a roll. I'm not even gonna oppose this. I'm gonna see what happens. He's kind of worried about his heel and the guy with the flamethrower.
That's a 6.
Alright. That's pretty slick. So this massive light pole spear javelin thing comes flying through and you slam him into his leg. I'd say that it's long enough that it actually pins his thigh to his calf. Like it's a brutal fucking hit.
Alright, I guess Redicus is next.
Okay.
There's not enough room to drive around him, is there? That would have been
To drive like the tow truck around him?
yeah, like AT pull him down style.
You don't need to. See, I gave you a thing to connect to.
Thing to
Oh yeah, he basically just hooked him with this light pole.
yeah, I was gonna do that, but I was gonna go in circles around him instead of trying to drag him off. But I can still do that. I wanted to ensnare him by running circles around him. You know, everybody's seen Empire Strikes Back.
It's time.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. The AT-AT. You want to do the AT-AT to him?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So basically, that was my plan. But I can throw the cable over the very convenient mount point that now exists, and then just get in the truck and do driving around in circles around him as best I can, assuming there's room to do it. If not, I'm going to floor it as fast as I can in one direction.
Yeah, I'd say with the debris and all the cars and the frozen shit, there's probably not enough room to drive circles around him. But if you want to take off in one direction, you can try to do that.
Absolutely do. I'm going to lasso that piece with the winch cable, and then I'm going to, and I want to get on as fast as I can possibly get. And I'm going to let the winch come all the way out so I get plenty of lead so it jerks real hard. But I'm talking about like highway speeds before it hits.
All right. Give me an intellect roll with a +4.
Ooh, all right.
Tell me what you get.
Oh. So that's a 7.
Not bad.
It's not that great of a roll. I mean, because you made it intellect with a +4, that's 8 to start before I rolled. So
Oh, and then you rolled a -1.
I rolled a -1. I was like, no, not this time.
Alright, so you snack. I mean, he is snatched backwards by his leg. He's yanked in a direction that his body's just not designed to yank in, as his legs get pulled kind of out from underneath him and off to the side as your tow truck goes rolling down the road. So you are this direction now, and you're hauling ass at speed. It tears at his leg, but it also starts pulling him down the street after you.
Oh shit! I'm dragging him.
You're dragging him. You caught him completely off guard. He did not see this.
I'm gonna hold that accelerator down to the floor then.
Okay. Whose turn is it next?
So both of the other players have gone, right?
Yes.
It's gonna have to be his turn because I imagine the police are pretty far away.
Yeah, police are gone. All right, so Batty's turn. All right, he's going to try to stand up, and he's going to oppose this now. So you're going to oppose. No, how is this going to happen?
I mean, he's going to oppose it, but he's going to use the force of like the stat he's using. The approach he would use is whatever the truck is supplying.
Okay, so yes, in this scene, his approach is that he is going to whip around and grab the winch line that is attached to your tow truck, and he's going to try to yank you backwards.
Okay.
And hopefully he's going to try to like whiplash you, basically.
And can I see him doing that and like oppose it by weaving the vehicle to make it an intelligence roll?
Yeah, you can oppose this attack.
I would like to do that.
Make it an intelligence.
Oh, these dice fucking hate me.
I only got a 6.
It's a +2.
You got a 2?
Yeah, I got a -2 on my roll. Therefore, I ended up with a 2 total. Yeah.
So is that a shift of 4? Yes. This is.
I don't like these dice no more. What new dice?
All right, so the attack can hit and cause damage. It's going to do 3 damage to you because it's also going to generate a boost in that that truck's winch breaks off and he's no longer attached. You're still in the truck.
So I just put 3 little ticks on this thing, right?
Yes. Under your stress. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I was using this one over here, but I can use that. I didn't know that did that. Those little buttons. I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah. You can do your consequences too. So instead of taking 3 stress, you could take 1 stress and then 1 mild consequence.
How come there's 6 of them on this one and there's 3 on that one?
Because this is Dresden Files accelerated real sheet. Or no. You know what? I don't know. I have no idea. It's still 4 in peril, right? And then 6. I don't know. Either way, it spreads it out. I would just use this table then, because this is more. You get 3 more that way.
Also, that's what everyone else is doing. So yes, I'd like to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so he's no longer hooked. He did some damage to Redicus last round. It's going to be top of the round, and I'm going to choose. Well, let's choose Redicus again. Let's see what happens now. What are you going to do?
The winch jerks out of the back of this thing, and I imagine that my damage is actually from my unseat belted self hitting the steering wheel.
There you go.
From the impact. So like the truck corkscrews, and I fumble around, and I pick the launcher back up, and I stumble out, and I'm staggered, and shit hurt. And as he's sitting there witching at that, I'm going to go ahead and shoot him with a rocket launcher again.
Okay. Hit that motherfucker.
Now you roll pluses. What the? Okay. It's a +5.
All right. Oh, no, that's this much. You hit him in the face, and it burns his facial hair. I mean, his face is just fully engulfed in flames, and he stands there trying to smash his face in with one hand to put them out. he's not really paying attention to you anymore. He's more trying to get his face to stop being on fire.
Oh, well, can I do like over here?
Over there, yeah.
While he's doing that.
Who do you want to go next?
Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm going to. So is he standing up yet, or is he still laying down?
So he's kind of in a weird position where his face is on fire. He's beating at it with one hand. He's got his axe in the other hand. His leg has been pinned in a. He's like standing on one leg, basically, with just smacking himself in the face.
All right. So I'm going to throw a lightning bolt at him. Conveniently, he has a lightning rod in his leg.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm aiming for that.
All right.
It's worth a bonus, right?
Yeah, I'd give you an intellect bonus for that. What's your intellect?
0.
Oh, so well, it's a smart plan. I'll give you a +1. How about that?
I'll take a +1.
But your intellect is better than a +1.
No, I have guile.
Oh, well then that's a guile plan.
That's a +1.
Okay, yeah.
It's the same thing. Anyway, I got rolled a -2. That's awesome. Thank you. So it's 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 3. It's 5. I got 5.
All right. So you blast your lightning into the lamp post that's pinned his leg into, like, that chicken leg kind of thing. It does tons of fucking damage. His skin is just blasted off around the lightning rod, and it's charred, and his face is on fire. He's beyond bloodied. He looks rough. Who do you want to go next? Because it's probably whoever that is probably going to get the kill on this one.
Gotta be Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas.
Get him, Thomas.
Yep. So I can't reach very. Oh my goodness. Where did he put his axe down, and how big is that?
It's a pretty big axe. It's about the size. The head of it is about the size of like a Volkswagen Bug.
I don't know anything about magic and how magic beings and physics works. I'm gonna touch it and see if I can like pick it up, and if I can't, then I'm gonna run over and just stab him in his one knee that he's weirdly standing on.
It's gonna be too heavy for you to pick up. So you want to run over and
Yeah. He's chicken hopping, hitting his own face, and he's got 1 foot, and I'm gonna jump as high as I can and just hit him right in the calf.
all right.
I got a +4.
Oh shit. Okay. It's actually, I thought that was gonna be enough to do it, but it's not. You did damage though.
The 2 police officers come out and cap him, and they get the kill.
Oh my god, that'd be awful, wouldn't it? Harold steps out. He's like, "You haven't done this yet?"
That actually is what I was waiting to happen. Harold would be like, "I brought the tank."
Yeah, he just shows up right now with a tank. That'd be awful. But I think that makes it the Frost Giant's turn. I don't know what would be more awful. Him getting away from you guys now that he's got 2 hit points left.
I don't know how he's going to get away. He has 1 leg.
Frost Giants can turn into giant eagles, and he turns into a giant eagle, and he starts flapping his massive wings.
Except that he's got iron in him.
Yeah, that's true. As he shifts, though, it would probably come out of his leg, because a little eagle leg is different than a Frost Giant leg.
He wouldn't be able to shift because he's got iron in him. His magic is mitigated.
Just throwing a lot of Iron Druid in here now.
That's straight from Dresden.
The Iron? He's not Fey. He's Jotun. He's from Jotunheim. He would have no problem with Iron.
I'm pretty sure they're still Fae, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bleed over. Anyway, let's just say that he can't shift, and he tries.
Is it in the game rules?
there are no game rules for Jotun. There's no monster manual or anything like that.
Well, then the
Unless
GM
there's May.
then the GM gets to decide because we at the very first session said we weren't going to use the Dresden books as a basis.
No, we said we weren't going to use the characters. We were going to use all the books. What I was going to say was, if he's Jotun, then he's closely related to Asgard, right?
Yeah, he's part of the Nine Realms. He's more of Odin's than
Right, but
Mab's.
Odin is considered Wild Fae.
One of his forms is. That's a good point, though. He's part of the Winter. So anyway,
No, part of the Wild Fae. He would more obviously side with Winter, but he's unaligned currently.
yeah. Well, two of his aspects actually are. Anyway, the Frost Giant would try to shift. You would see him gain feathers and start trying to stretch out into this massive eagle form to try to get away. But he will not be able to. And he shifts halfway there and then back to Frost Giant, right in front of your eyes. He is in anguish. He says in Old Norse, stop, but you don't know what he's saying. Stop, no, please. Alright, let's start. Top of the round. With, fuck it, I'm gonna give it to Redicus.
Okay, well, he's going to shoot him with the rocket launcher.
Hit him with the rocket launcher. Melt him all the way.
That's actually a decent roll. 5.
Alright, that's gonna be enough to do it now. How's it go down?
It's a inferno launcher, so he shoots and it explodes into napalm, and the napalm hits. And can he boil? Like, can he just get so hot that he dies? Because he's a frost giant. Maybe he melts.
Yep. You boil him. His blood is boiling. His skin is boiling.
It will melt because once he physically dies, his body turns back to ectoplasm, right?
No, that's not how it's gonna work now. Mainly because you guys are literally, you have the planes on top of each other. You are in Jotun time at the same time you're in New Detroit. And like I said, the bubble is coming from this New World Technologies lab.
Probably go check that out. We go check that out.
Okay. Probably a good idea. You guys have killed this frost giant and not sneaking around his body, but moving around his dead frame. You make your way back into the back of New World Technologies Lab 404. Where back here there was a parking lot, but there's now like a giant tree there. And you guys also see these tire tracks from the lady from the intro she was leaving. So you guys come up into the parking lot, and there's a back door to the tech lab where there's keycard access. There's no window in the door. It's just a steel door on a brick wall.
Rocket launcher.
You hit it with napalm?
I'll wait for less impulsive heads to prevail, but if we need a key, I have one.
I'd like to open the door.
Give me a roll. Are you doing it forcefully?
Yes. Wait, is this an electronic door or is this a physical steel door?
It's a physical steel door with an electronic key code access.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with lightning.
Okay.
That's always good for electronics, right?
Yeah, really good.
It turned out it wasn't actually locked.
7.
All right, you buzz it with this massive lightning bolt, and thunder goes off right next to you guys. The door comes open just a little bit as like the power goes off, and the shit just stopped working.
Yeah, I really hope we didn't need power for anything. I'm gonna walk inside.
All right. So let me shrink you down. You're here at the back door.
I'm a giant.
And there's a long hallway in front of you. To your left, as you guys come in, is like a conference room with a screen on the wall. Down the hallway is it gets to be pretty clean, and like there's a like clean room area and shit like that off to your right. Hold on, Malcolm, you're going through the clean room. So
He's not very patient. He wants to go hit the thing with a hammer.
yeah, unfortunately, the clean room doors will not open because you guys just blew power to this whole place.
Well, what are those made of?
They're glass. Well, they're like plexi plastic or whatever.
Lexon.
Plexon, yeah. You want to hit it with your hammer and try to get through?
I feel like you can melt those pretty easily.
You can try that too.
I guess though we're in a building. I don't know if that's a good idea.
It's probably not, but we can do it anyway.
Let's think about this.
I mean, I could.
Yep, you could.
Yeah, are there any panels around for like backup power or anything?
You could take some time to look around and try to find backup fuse block and stuff like that.
Well,
It would
places
probably
like
be-
this usually have like a building ups or a generator or something.
Yeah, maybe. Well, that would be outside.
On our building, everything inside because you don't want it outside. No, it depends on the building.
All right, let's say it's in this back room.
Doesn't matter. I rolled a bunch of negatives anyway.
Okay.
It still ends up with a plus because my intellect score is good, but it's only a +2.
All right, so you're meandering through the building, trying to find this backup generator or something, and you make your way back here, where there's like a utility closet and stuff. Find a breaker panel, start flipping things over, and
Okay.
get the power to come back on.
I do the Jurassic Park thing and I turn the power back on, and then the T-Rex eats the other guys before I get back. I mean,
As you come back, Thomas is dead. He's just. Howard, what do you want to do while they're all doing this?
And they're trying to hit a door. They're looking for the lights. I don't have my glasses, so I can't look around and see things. What would be a medically
Oh.
thing to do?
Can you use your sword to like score a hole in the door that we can walk through, and then I'll hit it with a hammer and just break it open?
I mean, it's just plexiglass, right? So I can give you a nice big swooping X.
Yeah, exactly. You just need to score it, and it'll break on the spot you hit.
Okay, I like the idea of Thomas coming over with a samurai sword. He makes a big scored X in the door, and you guys get ready to smash it. Malcolm smashes it, and then like a second later, all the lights come on and the door opens automatically. And then Victor comes out and he goes, "Hey, I found the power."
And meanwhile, we're already in here.
Yeah, you guys walk in.
The door's trying to open, but it's like partially broken, so it's
Well,
it's just a
yeah, it's just the frame of the door. The frame of the door slid perfectly into the thing it was supposed to. There's plexiglass everywhere.
Yeah. So inside this room, you guys, it's a clean room thing, and it like sprays you guys down.
The frame of the door slides closed behind me, and the light turns green.
Right. And then you guys can move forward. There's this thing as you guys come into the room. This thing, it's a gadget or a gizmo or something, is sitting on this desk, and it is the source of these ripples in the air. They are pulsating off of this thing, and there's a dead man in the corner laying in a puddle of blood. He might be dead. He's dead. You guys don't know yet. He's there. You see it when you walk in.
I'll go investigate the dead body.
Okay.
Malcolm, figure out why it's so cold here. Let's see what's happening with the dead body.
Well,
That
you know,
is really cool.
yeah, dead body. It's you're a corner dead body. It's me and you. It makes sense.
I poke it.
All
Is
right.
it really dead?
No, he's lost a lot of blood. His eyelids are closed, but they're shuddering. fluttering. He's still alive.
Excellent. I pull out my bag. I give him a shot of adrenaline, a shot of morphine. Actually, no, I don't even need morphine. Give him a shot of adrenaline to keep him stable, and I sew up his injury. You have a bullet hole?
3. He has 3 bullet holes in the back that they were done with a 45, so there's 3 exit wounds out the front. He's been shot pretty fucking bad. All of it looks like it went to the stomach area, so that's what's kept him alive so long. But yeah, you start sewing up, and there's soon very much a lot of blood on your hands. Victor, what are you going to do while he's sewing? And Malcolm, what are you doing while he's sewing?
Is this guy conscious?
So he gets the adrenaline and the morphine, and his eyes come flying open, and he looks around like he's really scared for a second. And then he sees that he's being worked on, and he kind of slumps, and he goes, "Oh, where is she? Where's my assistant?"
I don't know who she is, but there's a kind of a bubble emanating from this room, and some weird shit's happening outside. What would you know about that?
It's a resonance anchor. I've invented it. It's God, she shot me. That bitch.
That's a tomorrow problem. How do we cut this off?
It's got a power button on the top.
Wait,
You
is
can cut it off.
there literally a big red button that says off?
Yeah, it's purple, but it's on there.
Okay. You just hang in there, buddy. My friend Thomas is gonna get you all fixed up, and Victor's gonna walk over to where Malcolm is probably about to hit that button with a hammer.
Instead, Malcolm has been looking at this thing, and he goes, "It's a bomb. There's a bomb on this thing." And sure enough, on the wired pretty expertly to this resonance anchor is a pretty large C4 package. It's on a timer, and it's about to go off in like about 3 minutes.
Okay. Well, I've disarmed a few bombs. I can disarm this.
If Malcolm had just hit it with a hammer, it probably would have gone off.
I hadn't hit it with a hammer yet, and I was going to use lightning. Totally would have had a different result.
True. It probably would have exploded.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so what do you want to do while Victor is looking at this bomb and Thomas is sewing up the old man? Are you muted?
Huh?
What would you like to do while they're doing these things?
I'm going to assist the bomb guy.
Ah, okay.
I appreciate that.
So you guys go ahead and give me a combined roll. I pre-rolled what this bomb is going to be. It is a 6.
Well, I rolled a 7 by myself.
Excellent. Let's see if Malcolm fucks you up.
What can I use to help him with the bomb?
What approach do you want to take?
Well, obviously, force is the one that's going to work. I don't feel like that would work very well. I guess haste.
Okay.
It's definitely a hasteful situation. I can see guile too.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about the maximum amount that I can fuck this up by.
Oh, well then you want to use intellect.
That's a 0. That means I can roll a -4, and that would be bad.
Yeah, no, you said fuck it up by. If your goal is to fuck it up, that's what you want to do.
The goal was not to fuck it up.
Oh, I totally misinterpreted that.
Well, if you can think of something narratively that would require force to deal with a bomb.
Yeah, I give you a -1, so you just barely make it.
I made it.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay. So yeah, you get this
Actually, it was a 0. I gave him a 0.
okay, that's not so bad.
It's not a lot better, but yeah.
A pass is a
You get
pass.
Yeah, you get this chunk of C4, It's been wired.
I would like to keep that. Does it look like the one that Uncle Dagon sent me?
No, it does
Okay.
not.
Another bomb. Put that in my pocket of holding.
Yeah. All right, and Thomas, you get the old man sewn up, and he stands up. And he goes, "That's a lot of blood. I should be dead. What did you do? You saved me, but how?"
Kind of maybe the same way that you invented a machine that merges realms.
So you're from a different realm?
I was given a thing that is from a plane that I don't know about.
Okay. Can you guys need to explain what's going on here? I mean, I can explain what's going on here too, but how did you guys find me?
We fought the ice giant that was summoned here, we assume, by your thing.
It worked? It worked? Really? He seems very excited.
Hey, how big is that device?
It's probably the size of like a car engine. Hold on one second, I gotta let my dog out. Okay. Yeah, size of a car engine.
Yeah, I'm going to look at the guy who's excited that it worked and be like, "Do you know how many people just died because of this thing? Like,
What?
You summoned a fucking."
I didn't turn it on. My assistant turned it on. It was not supposed to be turned on here. We're here just to build the thing. We were supposed to take it out way out in the middle of the desert to try it.
Why would you build something like this in the middle of a populated city?
It wasn't supposed to be tested here. It's just built here. This is new world technology. This is what we do. So there's some things in this room when you guys look around. Victor, you look around with your Sherlock Holmes sight. There's a letter on the wall that is a New World Technologies company letter signed by Noel Kasem. It's directed at a Carl Reeves, and there's darts in the letter. But as you get closer, you can read the letter. It says, Professor Reeves, we really appreciate the advances that you've made. They've been leaps and bounds, but we need you to continue on with your project. I will assist with every available monetary. Like he just throws money at it. He wants Professor Carl Reeves to work on this thing around the clock. And there's a bunch of darts thrown in it, and it's taped up on the wall. There's also computers around the lab that now that the power's back on, they've booted up, but there's all showing the blue screen of death. What else we got?
So, this thing lets you access other dimensions, and you're working for Noel Kasem.
I do work for Noel Kasem, and yes, this device is designed to merge realms. It's called a resonance anchor, and what it does is it takes properties from the realm that you're looking to anchor. So we got a hold of some rocks from Jotunheim, and you put those anchor points, those rocks inside the resonance anchor, and it pulled Jotunheim here. But by God, it wasn't supposed to be here. My assistant must have. Well, I know what she did. She turned that on, and then she shot me, that bitch.
Who's your assistant?
Her name is Stephanie Campos. I've worked with her for a long, long time. I can't believe she did something like this. I wouldn't say that it's Like, it's not her personality, but I didn't think she would do it to me.
Well, he must have paid her to make the project go away.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine why. I mean, no Kasem. He's filthy rich. Richer than anybody. He wanted this project to happen.
Yep. He's also one of the devils. So, there's that.
No, he looks at you very, very strangely. He goes,
The guy I just anchored a frost giant into our realm. That can't be that far-fetched.
Who? No, I'm saying Stephanie Campos, my assistant. She anchored the frost giant here. It's off now. You turned it off, right? Yeah, it's off. All right, so in this lab, in this room specifically, all of these little canisters, they hold things in them. Pine cones, rocks, just little small baubles from places that are actually written on notes on the canisters. So there's places like Arctis Tor, there's places like Needlevedler, there's Jotunheim, and other planes of existence that are written on these canisters. Everything else in the lab, like all the computers are showing a blue screen of death, and there are no papers left. It looks like somebody's left in a hurry, and they have taken all of the research. And the professor, his name is Carl Reeves, he says, damn it, she made off with everything. And he goes over to a computer, and he very much boomer-like starts typing on it, and he goes, I wanted her help because she was so good at computers, and I think that she took everything. All these computers, none of them are working.
You didn't make any backups?
I trusted her to make backups. I don't know how to make backups. But we still have the anchor. It's still here. It's too big for one person to move it. Except you might be able to move it, big guy. He looks over at Malcolm.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take this out of here. I don't think this is a good place for it.
I agree. It should not be in the city if it can work like this. But we need to find Stephanie. She's out there with this research. She could make another one of these. She could make as many as she wants.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that too. So let's take this somewhere safe. We're gonna take it to Harold's.
Okay, good plan.
We're gonna take all of this to Harold's. The specimen that the whole shebang.
Print off some Kevins, move everything into an extra-dimensional place.
Yeah. Oh shit! We just sent a bunch of Kevins to attack the tower.
Hey, we gotta go deal. We'll deal with that. Harold's getting something out of this. He'll help us out, and then we'll go, take a look at the tower and see if that's working like we planned it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I just hope Hopper's okay.
He's probably fine.
All right, so when you guys get out, the frost giant is gone, the tree is gone, the buildings that are broken are still broken, and the damage that is done to the things on this plane are still damaged.
Hey, Thomas, didn't you sign a piece of paper earlier today saying that people were just tripping out on drugs and none of that shit was real? Are they going to explain that? And I point to the building, or the lack thereof.
The people took those drugs, freaked out, and caused actual damage.
Just a frozen asteroid hit it and then melted and evaporated. It's not that hard to unexplain things like that.
The witnesses must have been on this HBGB stuff.
Yep, or gas main.
All right, so you're going to go back to Harold's, give him all of this stuff, which I don't know if we need another scene for, but...
Is Hopper back?
Yep, Hopper's back. He came back. He's only got the one Kevin, the one with hairy buttocks in him.
Oh, no!
So Hopper and Hairy Buttocks came back. They go, hey, we attacked the shit out of that tower, man. I took these grenades and we blew some stuff up. And we got up there. We came out of the elevator and we started moving towards the middle of the tower. And that son of a bitch, Noel Kasem, had claymore mines in the walls in the tower. So as soon as we walked down the hallway, those fucking Kevin mooks got completely blasted by claymores. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Completely liquid. They were like red mist everywhere.
I hope we're saying this right in front of the Kevin that's in the rack, and it's just watching go, what?
Yeah, absolutely. Kevin's like, how can I? No, I don't want to help you today. I do not want to do that. Nope, I don't want to do that. So Hopper's like, yeah, so I'm pretty sure he got it up on camera that we definitely infiltrated and we started smashing stuff. I got his TV, his fucking bar's all gone. So, yeah, I think he's going to follow us. That's when you realize that he still looks like Dagon, and he came right back here.
Yep, that makes sense. Hey, before we get too much further, Harold, do you you know those voice box things that the guys that smoke a lot and lose their voice box have to use to talk with?
Yeah, I think I've collected a couple of those.
Yeah, what's the most feminine one you have?
They don't really sound feminine or not feminine.
Come on, Harold. I know that. You know that.
What are you trying to do?
I look over at Harry Butters.
The Kevin Mook with hairy buttocks in him?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a voice box. You want to get him a female voice box?
Just the thing he has to hold to his neck when he talks.
Okay. We can try to do something like that.
And it sounds like Siri.
Okay.
Or Alexa. I'm good either way.
Right. I don't know why you'd want to talk to Harry Buttocks.
I don't. I just feel like he should have the right to talk to us, but it has to sound horrible.
Gotcha. All right. What else do you guys want to do? Did you bring Carl back to Harold's?
Yes.
What do you want to do with Carl?
We're going to give him to Harold. He's the guy, and he's the one that knows all about this technology.
Yeah, we're storing him too.
Oh, so Harold's like, okay, do you want him to know that he's being stored, or do you want him to...
Nah, it's probably better that we don't do that.
Just tell him you're his new boss, and let him keep doing his research in a place that won't get the city annihilated.
Okay.
Hey, Malcolm, you really want to let this guy keep doing his research?
I mean, if it's not in this dimension, yes.
Actually, it's a valid point. We might need that anchor thing if we have to go to another area.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Do you have a piece of that mirror? I feel like that would help us just pull whoever. Did he pull the ice giant, or did he just pull a piece of the thing? The ice giant happened to be there.
That's a good question. So he pulled a piece of the plane, and the giant just happened to be there.
That really means that the giant was like a victim. He was just going about his business. And
That's exactly what that means.
He's got a wife and kids somewhere. He said he was just going to get lunch.
Yeah, he was just out trying to kill a giant deer, and he got melted.
And eventually his body went back to his plane. His wife found it with just charred genitals.
Yeah. No idea what the fuck happened to him. It's kind of scary if you think about it. That's some X-Files bullshit right there.
the start of any one of Redicus's normal investigations. I just found my husband. His nuts were on fire.
His face had been melted off. His Achilles had been hacked up. He had a huge spike through his fucking leg. I have no idea what happened to him. We just sent him out for milk. I used to be an adventurer giant like you.
Then I got the crap beat out of me
So
by,
let's do the
by a
lamppost.
tiny guy with a hammer, a lamppost, a tiny guy with a sword, and a tiny guy with a belching death fire.
Yeah, 110%. All right, so yeah, you bring the resonance anchor back here to Harold's. Harold and Carl Reeves start talking, and they seem amicable. They're going to be nice and friendly to each other. Hopper's here. Oh, I forgot the Mook. The Mook, Kevin. What the fuck? Oh, I missed. All right. If you guys want to take a bio break, I've got to go outside. I'm going to get on my phone. And then we can figure out what we're going to do next.
Cool. I'm gonna get a drink.
2-4.
Has returned.
Same. I'm getting puppy loves.
I'm here.
I'm back. All right, sorry. You guys back?
Nope.
Sir.
Nobody's home.
Okay. What do you think next step should be? You guys thought about it? Are you just waiting for the Soldier of Fortune to show back up?
We can either do that, or we can send another attack out. We probably need to get rested up. I'm gonna see if Harold has any healing potions.
Harold would point to Thomas and say, I gave him this magic thread thing.
Oh yeah.
Also a doctor.
Sorry, Kevin.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right in front of Kevin too.
So a tentacle comes over and snatches a Kevin and pulls him in, screaming to the portal, and the black thread does its work. And
Thanks, Kevin.
You are healed.
Can I get some of that when another Kevin grows back?
Yeah. A couple minutes later, a new Kevin pops up. Thomas sews you up. Another scream, another blood spray.
Feel like you gotta heal yourself too, buddy. Looking a little beat up.
I mean, I've got a first aid kit right here, and I can use actual first aid to. No, okay.
It's just
another Kevin.
Just a Kevin.
Harold says, man, the beast is really getting fed today. That's good. It's a good thing. It likes treats. Hopper the Goblin, he goes, look, we lost, 10, right? Yeah, 10 guys in that
9.
attack. 9 guys in that attack.
9.
Yeah. And that was just the tower. It was supposed to be a vanilla tower, but like I said, it had claymore mines, so I'd be on the lookout if you guys ever go into a Noel Kasem property. There might be some more claymores. Seems like something he does.
We'll just borrow some Kevins.
Yeah, that's fair. Just 10 Kevins. You just send one in, boom. Send one in, boom. When you run out, you go get some more Kevins.
Sounds like a Zerg mentality. I like it.
That's exactly what it is. And yeah,
Wait till we make suicide Kevins. I mean, suicide bomber Kevins.
Okay, so the plan is to just send suicide bomber Kevins in to the tower.
it won't really be suicide because I'll be the one with the detonator. It'll be murder Kevins.
Ah, okay.
Murder Kevins.
Like, no, I think this one can make it just a little bit further. Yep, there we go.
Murder Kevins with a GoPro.
All right. So while you guys are hanging out here at Harold's, a man walks in through the front door, and he is a grizzled traveler with one eye. And he walks in, and there's a ding at the door. And Harold says, yes, sir, what can I help you with today? And the shadowy figure walks forward and says, I'm here to talk to my son. He walks over to Malcolm. Says, Malcolm, can you talk to me over here? Away
Yeah.
from... Well, you know what? We can talk here. It doesn't really matter. I think that your friends are more than aware of what's going on. So like I said, this shadowy figure's got one eye. He is grizzled and old. He's got this beard. And Malcolm has seen him before. He looked more like a hobo before. Now he looks stronger, bigger. And he says, I think it's great that you killed a giant, my son. A full Jatu. That's saying something. It's a big deal. I don't know if you knew this, but the Valkyries were watching. I was watching. It was a hell of a battle. You did great.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that was a thing. What Dad? We haven't discussed that before, right?
No, you haven't.
Okay. Just checking. Just making sure.
Yeah, Malcolm. You are the son of Odin. How did you not know this? You are my son.
Pretty sure I got parents and they never mentioned that.
They never said that you were adopted?
No, I don't think that ever came up.
Well, surprise! I came really to tell you a little bit more than that. Your brothers are out there too, doing their thing, and I want you to know that they're proud of you too. It always comes. It always becomes a big deal when a demigod of any stature starts to make his ascension. And he puts a big hand on your back and he slaps your back a little bit and he says, and besides that Jotun being here is kind of my responsibility. It's my purview really to take care of this. So what the fuck happened and why was he here? I don't really understand what's going on as far as that.
Oh, this scientist guy created a some kind of an anchor that lets him connect to other plane or merge other planes with this plane. It got sabotaged, and that ended up happening.
Can it happen again?
Yes and no. We're storing it in an extra dimensional space, so if it does happen again, it won't happen here.
Okay, so is it just the one thing device?
Yeah, no, it is just one device. But his assistant actually sabotaged the device, tried to murder him, and stole all the plants. So there could be more devices, but not yet.
Well, it seems like we only have one option here, and he walks over to Redicus, and he says, Victor Redicus, I'd like to hire your services as a private investigator. To find out who this assistant is, why the fuck she's doing this, and stop her from making this happen. I don't want any more of these resonance anchors showing up.
All right. I have to say, that's the most interesting client I've ever had. At least it's a straightforward assignment.
It should be pretty simple. And, you do it for me, I owe you a favor. Or whatever you want. I like being paid in Samoas.
I can see having a favor from Odin might be a good thing to have. Totally worth.
Yeah, could be a big deal. All right, well, he gives a big pat on the back to Malcolm, and he says, I'm proud of you. A giant is no big, no easy feat, no small thing to top a giant. And I'm watching you very closely. You're doing good.
Thanks. I don't know if I'm going to call you Dad yet. We should probably work up to that.
That's
I
fine.
have to talk to my parents.
Yeah, you do that. I know it might be an awkward thing. If you ever need to get a hold of me, this is my card. And he hands you a business card that says the Traveler insurance company. No, I'm just kidding. He says the Traveler, and then he says, you can reach me at any time. Or if you ever talk to H&M, I know you've seen them around and talked to them, let them know that you need me, I'll come and talk to you.
Will do.
All right. So he heads out of the store, and the bell dings, and he walks out the front door. Oh, one eye.
Well, that happened,
That's weird.
right?
Not sure about that one. That's that hobo I was telling you about.
The one that gave you the hammer that spits lightning.
I mean, when you say it like that,
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying I got parents. He was not there.
I mean, how do you know you weren't there?
I mean, I wasn't there when I was growing up.
Valid point.
Hopper, Jesus kind of had a similar situation, didn't he?
It's true.
Yeah, but he doesn't show back up and give you a hammer that spits lightning. So,
That would have been a
Right.
way better Bible story.
mhm.
Hey, you got the better deal.
He got murdered and hanged on a cross. I got a magic hammer.
Yeah.
I think I could take that point.
So, I was gonna do what he would ask me to do anyway, so this is a win-win for me. So, who's in?
Harold's like, so what do you need? Do you need a computer, or how are you gonna track her down?
She drove away in a car. I'm gonna track the car, and then I'm gonna do this thing called investigate. Unless you have some magical way of skipping that annoying step.
Harold looks at you and winks. He's like, I got magical ways for anything.
Hey, what about what about making our armor take less of the damage that we get hit with? That frost strand hurt.
I can. I gave Thomas some armor. Let me see what I can do with your trench coat.
That'd be awesome.
I'll take one of those too. Yeah, I'm gonna send a quick text message to my informants in the police department that aren't Harry Buttocks because he's occupied. What's the chick's name? Sanchez something?
Yeah,
Just
Juanita.
Let's send her a quick text message and be like, "Hey, car left the scene. Looks like this. Blah 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 blah. Can you get me some traffic cam footage? I think it might have had something to do with the destruction downtown."
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because it's a terrorist, we can go ahead and invoke that whole terrorist law thing, and without a warrant, we'll be able to track down the car pretty quickly. So she gets on the wire, and after about a half an hour, she finds the car and calls you back and says, hey, the beat cops found the car down by Lowtown on 404 Butcher Avenue. It's been abandoned. Everything out of the car has been cleaned out. It looks like it's been left there on purpose.
Sure you wouldn't mind if I had looked at it myself just in case, right? That wouldn't be a problem. It's an abandoned vehicle.
Yeah, sure. That's not a problem.
Sweet.
So she gives you she gave you the address of 404 Butcher, which you remember is one of the entrances to Detroit.
Yep. I thought 404 Butcher was where the butcher shop was.
No. 404 Butcher was the tenement, the abandoned tenement, with the entrance to Detroit.
Yeah. Hey guys, guess what? I think she's in Detroit. No, I've narrowed it down successfully quite a bit. Don't everybody be impressed at once.
You mean you did your detective work? Like
Yeah.
you don't get impressed when I hit things with a hammer.
Actually, I usually do. It's normally quite impressive.
Well, thank you.
I only get annoyed when you hit things that didn't necessarily need to be hit with a hammer.
Everything needs to be hit with a hammer.
Yeah, that's where we get confused.
You found her car near under Detroit.
Yeah, I'm relatively certain it's there because she probably went into Detroit, that or it's a red herring. But either way, I'm gonna look at the car,
Sure.
and do my Sherlock Holmesian thing where I see things the police don't see.
So your other informants come back. Atticus is one of them. He did a background check on Stephanie Campos. She has been known as Stephanie Campos for the last 10 years, where she was a student under Professor Carl Reeves when he was working at the university. Noel Kasem came to Carl after he won his Nobel Prize in resonance theory and hired him to create this resonance anchor. Carl picked Stephanie to be his assistant because she was one of his best students and was interested in the project. So for the past 3 years, Carl and Stephanie worked together. So 10 years ago, before Stephanie Campos was Stephanie Campos, she was Stephanie Donahue. And Atticus has found out that Stephanie Donahue, she lived in a cult with her parents, and the cult is called the Discarded. So we are going to add the Discarded to this blackboard.
Can I get the urchins looking for Stephanie Campos, Stephanie, whatever her other name was, and the discarded?
Yeah. So Stephanie Campos, Stephanie Donahue. Same person. I'm writing Stephanie on the board. The Discarded. I don't know if I told you this way back when, but when you guys were in the tunnels beneath the warehouse fighting Luther, he had a bunch of pixies in the warehouse with him. And you guys questioned a pixie in the tunnels underneath the warehouse after you shot Luther in the face. Do you remember what you guys asked her?
I don't remember that happening.
You don't remember it happening at all?
That was a long time ago.
Damn. Like, yeah, I guess it was weeks and weeks and weeks ago. All right, so yeah, you guys had questioned this pixie, and you're like, what are you up to? And the pixie said, we were paid to get random baubles from all these different places. Go through the plains, find these baubles, and we were selling them. And then you asked them who they were selling them to, and then the pixie said the Discarded. And you guys, at the time, I think you thought that I meant the Diablos, but that's not true. They were selling them to the Discarded this whole time. So there is a pixie element to this. I'll put them on the board too. All right. So you head down to 404 Butcher Avenue, which is an abandoned tenement in Lowtown. The car is parked on the street next to the sidewalk and next to the bollards in the ground that mark the front entrance to the apartment building. It is a white Volkswagen Jetta 4-door.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around.
I'd like to deploy my detective talent on it. Give it a once over, look for things that mean something to me.
Okay.
Plus 4. Wait, no.
Cool.
Sorry, it's plus 6.
It's even better. You're not taking McEvan Mook. It's just the three of you. All right. So you find a thumb drive. It's underneath the seat. It fell between the center console and the passenger seat where the seatbelt buckle is.
Yep. I'm like, nobody ever looks here. It hurts your hands, and there's always something nasty in here, like that.
Yep. But yeah, it's a 64 gigabyte thumb drive. And after looking around, you realize that like there was stuff that was laid up in the back seats. Oh, you know what? You also find that 45 caliber pistol, the one from the shooting. It's got to be
Loaded.
Yep. It's got 3 more rounds in it.
Standard bullets.
Yes,
She didn't think he was some sort of extra-dimensional being.
correct. If you dust it for prints, it's probably Stephanie Donahoe.
Yeah, I'll put it in the evidence bag.
Okay.
I'm looking around for signs, so if there's a lot of heavy equipment in the car and it's been taken somewhere, there's going to be marks and stuff.
Yeah, there's a bunch of footprints leading from the car down into the basement of that tenement building, where the entrance of Under Detroit is. So you could follow them now, go down into Under Detroit, and you might lose them. But yeah, there are like 2 or 3 sets of footprints.
They all go in the same direction.
They go back and forward. One of them is female, and then the other 2 look like big leather boots.
Gentlemen, what do we want to do? There's footprints leading down into Under Detroit. From this car, there's this thumb drive, which I'm betting is part of the data. Actually, I have a laptop. I can just look at this thumb drive.
You plugging it into your laptop or Atticus's laptop?
I'm not going to plug it into Atticus's laptop, because if I plug it into Atticus's laptop and it's got some nasty virus on it, it'll kill him. So,
Wouldn't want that.
yeah, I'll plug it into my laptop, but I'm also going to, isolate the... Well, I'm not going to go into all the technical babble, but basically I'm going to take precautions, It's important. Make a little VM, port it straight to that, clean it up real good,
Good thing that you did that, because this thumb drive has the virus on it, and you did your precautions. It executes when you plug it in, and you'll be able to give me a roll to stop it from basically wiping your entire computer.
It's not going to be that great. That's only a +1.
All right, so you're able to put it into quarantine. Basically, the flash drive still is dangerous. You do have this virus on your computer, but it is in quarantine, and you've stopped it from spreading. Accessing the data on the hard drive or on the flash drive confirms your suspicions that this is research straight taken from Carl Reeves, and it's years and years worth of resonance anchor stuff, blueprints, prototype stuff. Basically, there's a lot of like scientific data here.
What should he need all that equipment for if all of that information fits on a 64 gig thumb drive?
It's not everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. How advanced is the virus?
It's a brute strength virus.
It's what I'm specifically looking for is, does this look like something that one person like her could have put together, or is this something that was like a lab put it together?
It's something that one person, probably Script Kitty, put it together.
Okay, so it's something she did just to wipe the system. That's what I'm looking
Yes. Yes. If anything, the bomb that you guys disarmed earlier was more professional than this hack job virus.
All right, gentlemen, what do we think?
Kizik might be asleep or dead.
I have puppy duty, so I now am fighting a puppy who's decided sleeping is an option.
Well,
Gotcha.
you already have the puppy.
Yeah,
I thought
you
you were
said that.
I thought you were getting the puppy.
No, it was a one-time, real quick decision that just drastically changed our lives forever.
I did the same thing. I got a little black dog. It's all a spur of the moment, off the cuff thing. Ended up with that dog. Okay. So I think the question is, do you want to go down into Undertroit now? Do you want to wait to try to get Soldier of Fortune? So I think those are the two major branches here. Soldier of Fortune questline or Undertroit Stephanie Campos questline.
I think we have to do the Stephanie Campos first.
I think if we abandon this trail now, it will hold.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, let's go for just a little longer. We'll put you into Undertroit. So you guys go, you abandon the car completely after taking the stuff out of it. You took the pistol. You've got what you've got in your pockets. And you're going to start going into the basement of the abandoned tenement. I think I explained this before, but there's a staircase that goes up into the apartment building. Off around the side of that staircase is a door that goes into the basement of the building. And you guys entered that way and down a hallway into a utility room, and off to the left-hand side of the utility room is an old washer-dryer room, laundry room, and there's a hole in the floor in that laundry room that you guys can go down into Undertroit proper. Do you guys bring flashlights and all of that stuff? Just making sure.
Yep, I have a full investigation kit.
Is Undertroit the place they told us not to use lights?
Right here in the very beginning, yes.
But wasn't that because of the Minotaur thing that we killed?
That's a poor guess. I don't think it was that.
Ah. Well, it's okay, because Malcolm always goes first when we go into dark, scary places.
And we have night vision. Because we had it last time.
Yeah. But we keep it in the truck. It's part of the normal kit.
You were picking up mushrooms last time we were down here.
Yeah.
Saved his girlfriend's life.
There you go, Matt. That one's better.
I gotta look at this.
Talking about? Posting things in Discord?
Yeah, he gave me a Odin figurine. We're going to import this right now. Well done. Well done. I like it. Components custom figurine with this There it is. Make that 3 because he's a god. Oh, one eye. Is it Snake?
Hmm?
From Metal Gear Solid, is that his head?
No, that's Reinhardt's head
Ah, okay.
from Overwatch.
Gotcha.
I would have
I
used
like
a
it.
Reinhardt body, but there wasn't a good one, so I had to modify that one.
Right? He looks good. Alright, so you guys drop down into the lightless tunnels of Undertroit, where it is dark and sticky. You've been here before. This is where you dropped in the first time, I think. Hold on, that's not true. This one. This is where you dropped in last time.
Because here's that gate. It's not actually coming in. But
The
can't
gate's there.
gate's not there for us. You're using that mod catching again, aren't you?
I turned mine on. Did that one come up?
That whole you're gonna have to redo a whole bunch of them. It's all been rehosted. Well, not all of it, but a good chunk of it's been rehosted.
Yeah. I can't even import it. Let's try. Okay, well, that's fine if it's not there. There is a gate there. It is an iron gate, and it is currently open. As you guys come down into the tunnels, there's water dripping from the ceilings. The tunnels are made of old stone. And the iron gate that was closed the last time you were down here is open. Just yawning open into the darkness. Who's going first? Probably Malcolm.
Goes first in a scary.
It's supposed to be locked, right?
Do what? The gate's
It-
open.
It's supposed to be locked, though, right?
Yes, it's supposed to be closed and shut.
All right. I tell Thomas to close it behind us, and I walk in.
Victor, you going next, and then Malcolm, or then Thomas. All right. Thomas, do you close the gate?
Give it a nice tug, and it squeaks.
Yeah, there's the iron in there, just so rusted. The hinges squeak super loud as you close and lock it. While you close and bar it, you put the bar down. As you go to close the bar down and swivel it closed, you realize that something has touched this metal gate recently and left like skin on the gate. Yucky.
Like, as in they got burned by the iron gate?
Yes.
Hmm.
Ew.
It's on this side. It's not on the side you guys came from.
Probably tried to close it. All right. Where to now, Redicus?
Okay, you guys can either take a left here, or you can go down the hallway and take a right.
My dice didn't come back from being rolled. I rolled them and they just went up and never came back.
That's weird.
Right? Where'd they go? Oh my god, they're still going up. Look how far up they are.
Do they have gravity on them?
I guess not.
No one dies like that.
It's very strange.
They glitch back. Let's try it again. My detective roll is a 7.
Okay. So you were following footprints down here. There has been enough water down here that it's been walked through a couple times, and stirred up enough sediment that it's left little footprints that are like woman's size shoes. They go off to the left. Before, when you guys were in here, you went off to the right.
We're going to the left.
All right, to the left, to the left.
Just going to keep
All right.
following them.
At the corner here, Malcolm, you see some blood mushroom that was growing in the corner last time you were here. It is regrown and is here again. You gonna pick it?
Yeah, I'll pick it.
All right. I'll give you another blood mushroom. As you bent down to pick this blood mushroom, you hear what sounds like the intake of breath, not from a person, but from something huge. And at the end of the corridor, a light sparks, and this massive inhalation of breath turns to an exhale. You've bent down for this mushroom, but you look over, and this massive ball of fire comes erupting down the hallway towards you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to whirlwind that out of the way.
Okay?
If it doesn't hit me, it'll hit them, right?
Yeah, give me a force approach here.
That is a flare.
Okay, give me some flare approach.
Peace. All right. I got a 4.
Excellent. So you bash the. It's definitely not hellfire. If anything, it looks like it's maybe like a ball of fire that would come from gasoline or something similar like that. And as soon as you flare it up into the air, it dissipates along the roof and just dies. But you look down the hallway and it's dark down there. You see like another flick of a lighter lighting.
I'm gonna charge down there.
All right. You get to about here, and the lighter flicks again, strong enough to actually light. And then you see it. It's an aerosol dispenser at the end of the corner of the hallway. It's like one of those Centas bathroom aerosols, and it just blasts this vaporous ball of gasoline into the air. And the little lighter is sitting there flicking. It's got a servo motor on it, and it just flick, and it constantly sprays out of the aerosol. You get to here, and you get another flame in the face. What do you want to do there?
I'm going
to hit it again.
Yeah, I want to dissipate it and then smash the mechanism.
All right. Give me another roll. So, Victor, you see as you come around the corner, the fireball is down here, and all the light is down here at Malcolm's end. You see this contraption that's been bolted to the side of the wall into the stone. It's got some sort of IR sensor and a stolen aerosol sprayer and a lighter with a servo motor. It's been built by I don't know, middle schooler with a robotics kit.
God, we're going after teenage girl MacGyver.
I got a 9.
You got a 9? All right, so you just smash this whole box down off the wall, and as you smash into it, a gush of gasoline comes out of the tank that was up there, and it just sprays everywhere. Gets all over you. It's not ignited or anything, but you have wet gas on you now.
I didn't smash it. I used my flare thing, the whirlwind thing.
So you whirlwinded the flame out of the way, and then I thought you said you smashed the box.
No.
What do you want to do with the box?
I don't know. I mean, at this moment, I don't want to smash it anymore.
Okay. Click, 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 click. The lighter starts clicking again.
Can I just pull the lighter off of there?
Yeah. All right. So you pull the lighter off, and the aerosol sprays gasoline into your face.
Okay.
The IR sensor clicks again. It's going to keep just spraying gas into the air.
I'm just gonna move out of the way.
All right. Which way do you want to go? Continue down the hallway or back towards Redicus and Thomas?
Yeah, I'll just continue down the hallway.
Okay. Yeah,
Let's
Redicus,
scrap that for parts.
you start taking it apart.
Yep, scrap that
Right.
for parts. You never know what might be used.
Yeah. All right, Malcolm, you get to this point and there's a staircase in this room. So it's 20 by 40, and then it wraps around to a staircase that leads up on this side of the room. At the bottom of the staircase is a bunch of like boards with nails sticking up out of them that are on each tread of the stairs. So you can easily just jump over this whole like banister rail thing and just completely miss and bypass the stairs, or you can
Wait.
just
So there was a trap set up back there that was like technologically, like it was technological, and now there's just nails on the stairs.
there are nails and boards on the stairs right here. Yeah.
What are on the other stairs?
This is the only flight of steps in the room that you're in right now.
You said it's on every other stair.
So it's on every stair tread is a board with nails sticking up, much like a Home Alone staircase.
Redicus, you want to come look at this?
Sure. Yeah, those are nails and boards. It's a pretty rudimentary trap. Let me investigate that.
Yeah, after the trap before, that seems off.
Yeah, that was pretty technologically advanced, more than I thought it was going to be. But, you know, I don't see shit, because that's a 3.
Thomas, what are you doing?
Walking along through the darkness. They're chasing after a girl. I'm gonna take that first step and just step over the nails. I mean, it's just nails on the stairs, guys.
I was about to do that since Redicus said it was fine.
All right, so you step over the nails, you get out in front of everybody, and up the staircase, you take a giant leap to put your foot at the top of the stairs, and then move up the stairs, hoisting your body so that you're not stepping on any nails. You get to the top of the stairs, and you look forward. The hallway goes off ahead of you, and then it also goes to the left. So you're at a what is this? A crossroads, a Y section. The short hallway to your left, against the wall on this side, as you get to the top of the stairs, you see another little IR sensor, and then a click, click, click. You hear before a wall panel, just a piece of stone on that wall comes flying at your head. Give me a haste roll to get out of the way.
You got a +1.
You hit the deck at the top of the steps. You just fold as this airbag contraption that's attached to the wall explodes, and it sends shrapnel, just a whole shard of the wall straight at you. You've ducked. Redicus behind him. Yeah, Thomas is up at the top of the steps. Redicus, you're not going to really have to get out of the way, but this massive piece of stone comes sailing over your head and smashes into the wall behind you.
It's not just nails, guys.
Where did they get the airbag from?
Car?
I would have noticed if the airbag was gone.
Could have gotten it from a salvage yard. So Malcolm, you walk over, and that's where that trap was. It's Yep, it's another IR sensor trigger, and motion detected. It popped the airbag. It just, yeah, everything was wired together.
Hey guys,
It looks like a bunch of chicken wire.
this is a lot of work to have happened in the time between that lady leaving the office and us getting here.
So you don't think it's the same people?
Or this is
I
her base.
or the yeah, this has been prepped. This is not. She didn't do this on the fly.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Not sure how that changes what we're gonna do, but I agree with that.
Well, it means we should probably be prepared for more than one person. Like before, it was we were chasing an individual. Now we are possibly walking into a den of people. Maybe that doesn't change the situation for you, but it definitely changes it for me.
And that's
Yeah.
100% the way it is prepped.
Are these IR sensors being linked, like outside of just the huge sounds that are happening?
No, they don't seem like it's not attached to a Raspberry Pi or anything with a wireless signal. It seems like pretty cut and dry circuits to just get one thing done. So while it does take some MacGyvering to put together, it doesn't take a genius to make this happen. It's not somebody that's overly good at putting these things together. They're kind of hodgepodged. Which direction do you want to go now?
We still see those footprints.
Give me another roll, Mr. Private Investigator.
Whatever it is, I see it. That is a 4 and 2 is 6. 3 is 9.
9. Okay. You pick up the girl's running shoes have left footprints that lead this way, over top, like not down this staircase and around the bend. It goes straight going this way. Yeah.
All right. Do we see anything at the end of the hall? Like any blinking red lights?
Not at the end of this hall.
All right. When I get to this one, I'm just gonna peek my head around, see if I see a blinking red light.
Yeah, it's a good call. You do.
Where's it at?
So it's on the ceiling, and it is pointed directly down and like at an angle to get the front half of this hallway here over these stairs. So it is pointed at you right now, and it looks like there's a box attached to the the IR camera or whatever the sensor. That box is attached to just the IR sensor as it's sitting up there in the ceiling.
Can I look for like wall switches and stuff, because they'd have to get through here somehow.
Yeah, you can look for some wall switches. There's nothing really there. You don't have to roll for it. But it's good looking out. You're right. They would have had to come through here to turn these things on.
Well, not just that. I mean, obviously this is the way she came in not that long ago. So there must be a way of disarming them.
Each of them was battery operated. Maybe she came through here and slapped batteries in them before moving on.
You got a thing that disrupts an IR sensor? Like a laser sight on your pistol?
I got lightning. I got a shotgun.
Those are options. I could shoot it, I guess.
He's trying to be quiet-ish, right?
Yeah, that airbag going off was real quiet.
Yeah, there have been explosions already. I mean, they're aware we're coming. What do you have that's kind of like big and not heavy in your pocket of wonders?
You throw a bomb at it.
A bomb?
That's big and not heavy.
You want like a balloon?
Yeah, a balloon. That'll work. Probably, maybe.
I pull one of my latex gloves out of my kit. I blow it up like a balloon. I tie a knot in it and I hand it to him.
Right. I push that around the corner and step back.
Yeah, nothing happens yet.
It's not big enough or hot enough, maybe. What sets off fire sensors again?
Potion. It's an IR laser. Bounces off something, comes back. That's why you can sometimes confuse them with laser pointers if they're in the right frequency. All it's doing is shooting out a beam and receiving it back. And when the distance changes, the time it takes to get back changes. That's how it knows to go off.
I feel like Malcolm is now just blowing at the balloon around the corner.
The balloon should have worked if it's an IR sensor.
It's just not big enough. You want to throw it like closer to the IR sensor?
I can try that. Yeah.
All right. So once the balloon floats through the air and gets to like this point, the box, you hear the IR sensor click, and the box just kind of poofs and sends out an aerosol of green and purple spray. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? It's the pink pixie dust spray you guys have seen before. And this whole corridor here gets filled with that glittering pink pixie dust.
What's that stuff do to us again?
It's hazmat time, guys.
Yeah. We'll put on our masks.
Pull them out of Redicus's pocket.
Yeah.
That's where we got the IR sensors from, too. The night vision goggles.
All right. So the pixie dust has hit the ground, and it's adhered to. It's like layered on the dust that was on the ground already, so it comes pretty easy to see that the chick's footprints go through this way, through the dust.
All right.
And you make your way through. And now you come.
As we get close to it, I'd like to reach up and pull the IR sensor off.
Okay.
That
Yeah,
way
like I
I
said,
can do it
there's a
again.
battery pack too that you can take apart. And you come to this corner, and it looks like the footprints go around the corner to the left.
Anything down that way?
Were there little pouches of pixie dust in this thing?
So the box in the ceiling that the IR sensor was attached to, it was like those CO2 canisters that it's punctured.
So there's no more of it.
No, it's all in the air.
Interesting. So that's a one shot. So someone would have had to reset that. Okay.
Malcolm, you don't see anything down this hall, at the end of this hall anyway.
All right. I'll walk down there and check the next hall.
All right, so this staircase goes down a floor. And then through here, you see a long hallway, not a long hallway, 20, 40 foot hallway that ends inside of a bigger room. It's real dark in there. If you want to start sneaking your way over there, you can. But you don't see anybody yet.
Where do we see tracks on the floor yet?
If Redicus wants to go up there and look, he could see that the trail goes this way.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so now you know where the footprints go.
Six.
Yeah. So you're going to follow this trail. You're going to get to this intersection here, Malcolm. To your immediate left, there's a void. And there's just water and debris down in here. And a hole in the side of the wall that shouldn't really be there. It was not architecturally put there. As you come up to this void and look in it and really hope that there's not something in there that's going to come and grab you, you hear 2 steps of a man or something walking towards you from the other direction. And he kicks you in the back to, like, kick you into the void.
I shoot him.
All right. Let me go ahead and pull his token out.
It's a 3 for my quick draw.
Okay.
Not the best roll I've ever had.
He's not this big.
Supposed to say I'm screwed. He's giant.
So Malcolm, he's kind of trying to get the drop on you. Go ahead and give me a reaction roll, and let me see if I can't still kick you.
What is reaction?
So you're going to be able to oppose him, really, is what I'm asking. What approach do you want to take to oppose him?
Force.
Force. Okay. He's trying to force on you, too. He got a 5.
All right, that is. I got a 5.
Okay.
But he's also getting shots.
Yeah, I think he's kind of distracted, so we're going to go ahead and say that he's got the distracted, instead of a boost, a detriment. And Victor, go ahead and roll what you were doing to shoot. It was a 3, wasn't it?
Just a straight focus roll.
To shoot him?
Yep.
Thomas, what do you want to do in this situation?
I see a guy coming out, trying to kick my buddies. I'm gonna get my sword drawn and ready to run in.
Okay. All right. So after trying to kick Malcolm and getting shot at by Victor, this thing does like a tactical retreat and rolls backwards further into this room. He draws his sword, which is a long-bladed, one-handed sword, and he's got a dagger down by his hip that he also draws. And he looks at you. For the first time, you get a really good look at him. He looks like he might be a zombie. There's like flesh falling off of him, and he looks pretty worse for wear. He also looks like an old Norse Viking.
All right.
I'm going to say that this is going to be top of the round with Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with a hammer.
All right. You go ahead and try that.
All right. That is a 4.
I got a 6. So he's going to sidestep. He moves like an expert fighter. Like he might actually be old and a Viking and just been training for all this time down here with his sword. But he expertly sidesteps your hammer blow. And who do you want to go next?
Thomas.
Thomas. Okay.
Blade is drawn. I sidestep around Victor. I know that there's a giant hammer coming wailing straight down, so I sidestep around. Actually, I'm gonna go to the other side. I know where he's gonna be. I've seen this happen a couple times before, and I spin and I chop for his throat.
Okay.
I roll a +6.
Oh shit. Okay. I got a 4. Let's push a 2. You do some damage to him. You connect with your sword.
He saw the big lunky guy coming at him, but he didn't see the little guy with the long sword.
Yeah. All right, so he's gonna start dodging and weaving a little bit more dexterously. But who do you want to go next?
Malcolm now, or Victor Redicus.
I'm gonna shoot him. So I'm gonna put myself back in this corner, out of the way of the scuffle as possible, and I'm gonna take a shot, assuming one presents itself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
We're all using our night vision, right?
I was assuming so, yeah.
I was debating with the idea of kind of a flashlight. I'm gonna blind the party. +4.
All right. You hit 2. The bullet goes through and through his leg, and he flinches when it hits. Not happy about it when he gets shot, and he steps back and he puts his hands out with his blades exposed, and he drops his blades and he looks at you with his hands up and towards you guys with his palms out, facing you, and he says in weird English, he says, "Why are you in my realm? What are you here for?"
We're chasing a girl. Why'd you try to push me in the well?
You're here in my realm. You should not be here. This is the land of the discarded.
Land of the discarded. Interesting. So you're the guys that are going around gathering things.
He kind of cocks his head a little bit, wondering exactly what you're talking about. But he says, "This is not a place for mere mortals. This is Undertroid."
Apparently, I'm no mere mortal.
He looks you over, and he says, "Where did you get that hammer?"
My dad gave it to me.
Your dad. If that is true, there's someone I want you to meet.
It's like a good meat or a bad meat.
Depends on how you act. Would you like to come with me to meet with them? The other discarded, I mean.
Sure.
Is everybody okay with this? Will you acquiesce this request?
I mean, yeah, let's see. Seems like the only option at this point.
Thomas does that really long pause as he's slowly putting his blade away, but not making any sound.
It could be worse.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
I've got 2 giant bombs in my jacket. Things get too bad, underground and explosion never went bad for anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, what's your name, sir?
My name is... Shit, I have a name for him. Hold on.
His name is shit.
I feel your pain, Matt.
Shit, son of Dookie son.
Dookie son.
The number of times I've been thrown off by the "what's his name" question. Then
Yeah.
you're like, but I wrote it down, but where is it? And then
Yeah,
you,
that's what I'm trying to find right now.
and then you make up some new thing, and then in your notes they have two different names, and you get real confused.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't use the wrong name here. This guy's name is Hodir. Hodir. And he says, if you will put your weapons away and follow me, I will have you meet my brother.
All right, I will holster weapons. I'll holster weapons anyway.
Okay, so you guys follow Hodir to this chamber here, where it's got a spiral staircase in the middle of the chamber. The staircase goes up, and you guys come up out of... You're not in Undertroit anymore, but you're still kind of part of Undertroit. But you're in a pretty big underground room as you guys come up these spiral stairs. And Hodir goes walking over to a figure that's cloaked. And as the figure turns around, you realize that he's blind. He's got he doesn't have any eyes. Pull him out. And this guy is big. Not that big, but he is big. And Hodir says, "Brother, you never will guess what I found." And this blind, massive man thing turns around and says, "Hodir, what have you brought me?" And Hodir says, "I have brought you our brother." And they both look at Malcolm Wedninson with his big fucking super hammer at Hodir, and this guy's name is Hidalfir. Look at Malcolm and they say, "Brother, could it really be?"
Malcolm's just looking at them with one eyebrow up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and call it there, and we'll continue this this next time. Dude, it's a good one.
You got a fucked up family.
You know, I have family. I mean, besides the one I was born with.
All this brand new family on Odins-day can't be a coincidence.
They're gonna try to take your hammer, bro.
Nah.
But he's a real man. He killed a snow giant.
Yeah.
Snow
I mean,
giant,
technically, you killed it.
Frosty the Snowman, or was it a Marshmallow State Puff?
Dude, if you would have toasted that marshmallow man, that would have been amazing.
Surviving a Jotun is almost as good as fighting one.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
I mean,
sorry,
you guys took him
beating
down.
one. Yeah. We took him down and survived it.
You've earned places in Valhalla. All right, what you think of the episode?
It was good.
A lot of plot. I had to move. Moved a lot of plot today.
I like that part. I like that.
All right.
I like that I got to use my investigation rolls. Didn't just run
Yeah.
in shooting things.
That's always a plus too. to go through the maze of Undertroit. Oh, you notice that her, the little girls, or not the little girls, but the girls' shoes are also in this room. They've come up the staircase as well.
You might have got the brothers mixed up. Podier's supposed to be the blind one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Odier is the blind one.
How's the other one spelled?
Hildolfr is Hidolfr.
Thanks everybody for stopping by the stream, and we'll catch you next time.